Now, the orange area is driven by a wind outlook, so we've got a 30% non-hatched wind outlook here for severe damaging winds anywhere in the red. That's going to be one of the main threats that we have tonight. But one of the main reasons why we're live right now is the potential for strong tornadoes. We've got a 10% into Fayetteville tonight. That anywhere.
Finally getting going again here. I'm watching this little storm out ahead of us that's merging up into this one. I don't know if that's going to complicate our process here or not. Anybody's guess what's going to happen in this one.
It's Clarksville, Tennessee. But like second or third place is actually Jonesboro, Arkansas. And then there was a couple other Arkansas towns on there as well. So
the part out ahead of us is not warm.
We're here for you. Even the tiniest 10% hatched risk, we're going live over here. We're going to continue to cover these storms as they get stronger. We just got a new severe thunderstorm warning. Pretty big one here. It includes 250,000 people in Benton County, Arkansas, Washington County, Arkansas, and Adair County in Arkansas. This is a considerable severe thunderstorm warning. This includes Fayetteville, Springdale, and Prairie Grove. We're talking about 70-mile-per-hour winds, half-dollar size hail, and tornado possible tag. They do have a tornado possible tag on this, as there's a little bit of rotation over here on the western side of that. But this is really just a nasty cluster of storms right now with several pockets of very heavy rain and probably some hail. So that's what we're looking at right now out here in the Fayetteville area. We've got places like Westville, Watts, Lincoln, West Fork, Greenland, Goshen, Elkins, Johnson, Springdale. All these places are in the path here. And we've got a couple of people that are kind of like right smack dab in the middle of it. You can see what it looks like inside of that storm from Andrew Collins' view over there closer to Prairie Grove. There's 3 distinct pockets of heavier precipitation and hail that I'm seeing. One of them's just to the south and west of Fayetteville. One of them's just to the south and west of Prairie Grove. That's the one that Andrew's in right now.
Back in 2023.
Well, what's interesting is if I zoom into my map here, there's a pocket of like hardly no, like, there's no precipitation here between Westville and Summers. That's where Corey Gherkin and Brandon Montgomery are. So they've got the perfect view to like kind of see inside of this. So everywhere around them, it's raining very heavily, and we've got tons of small hail falling, but right here in this little pocket where they are, there's nothing. Let me see if I can get a little bit of audio here. Yeah, so that warning that just came out really popped the weather intensity score big time. So we're over 100 now. So once again, Fayetteville, you guys are probably going to have at least an hour of nonstop stormage here, okay? And the storm's going to get stronger as it kind of compiles and continues to move over the area. So this is going to be a severe weather threat, and it's also probably at some point tonight going to be a flash flood threat. We already have a flash flood warning in effect for Fayetteville, but that's probably going to get worse, I would say, the flooding aspect. Over 100, yep, that's right. Mostly driven by this warning right here with 249,000 people in it. Fayetteville, Prairie Grove, and West Fork all included. Have we gotten any reports yet? Significant ones anyways?
I think we're going to have to shoot south here. I am agreeing.
Not really. Not really. Here's our top wind reports so far today. Official. All of these are from Florida and 40-mile-per-hour winds. I'm sure that'll change as this storm right here goes through this more populated area. Lots of flash flood reports have been coming in from Missouri and Arkansas today. But right now, our number one top priority warning is going to be that severe thunderstorm warning with the tornado possible and considerable damage threat tags. That's going to go on for the next 40 minutes for Benton, Washington counties in Arkansas and Adair County in Oklahoma. Hello, Jelly Bean. Is Clarksville good today? Yeah, Clarksville, Tennessee is good today, but there's a town called Clarksville in Arkansas as well. There's a Clarksville in just about every state. Clarksville, Arkansas, we might be talking about y'all a little bit today. But right now, our focus is kind of just locked in here on the Fayetteville area. How's Bowling Green, Kentucky looking? Good. There's going to be storms tomorrow. I don't know how strong they will be, but there are going to be some storms tomorrow in Kentucky and Tennessee and places like that. We got a big marginal risk.
Oh.
Memphis, yeah. So once again, I'll show you the map. This is what we're going by. Okay, this is where we're going to be focusing today. Everywhere in the yellow and orange mostly. Now, there could be some isolated pockets of severe weather all the way back down into Texas, way back there towards Odessa and Lubbock, the Dallas-Fort Worth metro area. There could be a couple of storms in West Tennessee or even into Middle Tennessee, but the vast majority of the severe weather that we are going live for, not your typical stuff, is going to be over here in eastern Oklahoma and western Arkansas. Specifically right around Fort Smith.
All right, so
yeah, I'll show you the outlook for tomorrow. This is how do I do that again? There we go. Yeah, big
tornado risk right now.
Marginal risk from Texas all the way up into Kentucky, Ohio, West Virginia. I wouldn't be surprised if we had a little slight risk pop out here in the Ohio Valley from southern Ohio down through central Kentucky into middle Tennessee. But I don't think tomorrow has as much of a ceiling, I guess, as today.
That's pretty much it. But right now, the most targeted storm right now is
Clarksville, Tennessee. Yeah,
all the little tornadoes.
I need to print out or take a screenshot of the top cities. It's Clarksville, Tennessee, Jonesboro, Arkansas, Bowling Green, Kentucky is one of them. It's
all those
this area right in here.
People are on that storm right now.
It's like, for whatever reason, this area right in here is y'all country as far as where people typically watch from. And I think it's because if you average out all of the areas that we've covered, this is probably a hot spot. And not because this is our favorite, a lot of people, in other places will say that we only cover this area because, I live close to here and we favor that area. But the truth of the matter, this is just where most weather happens. We've covered ice storms here. We've covered snowstorms here. We've covered tornado outbreaks here. Some places there's just not as much weather, so we don't end up talking about them as much. But right in that circle, that's where we end up talking about the most. Do you own WeatherWise? No, I do not. No, I'm just I promote them,
Oh,
an
show me
influencer,
proof.
whatever you want
I
to call
want
it.
to show
I don't
you
know,
that you actually
but
were
I
talking
don't own it.
to
no.
Ryan.
Hello,
James.
Joan. Yeah, we're so far we haven't had any tornado warnings. We've got a bunch of severe thunderstorm warnings in place. Actually, not even really a bunch. Like we've got a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings in place. Let's go through all of them again for those of you who may just now be tuning in. We do have a severe thunderstorm warning in place for Benton and Washington counties in Arkansas. That's going to go on for the next 37 minutes. This also includes a little bit of Adair County in Oklahoma. I'm not seeing a very specific area of concern as far as the rotation goes. There's a tornado possible tag on here, but I don't see an imminent tornadic feature on this storm. It's a big blob right now. That might change as it moves a little bit farther to the east, but for the most part, we're worried about that hail, which could be up to 1.5 inches in diameter.
Can you show me
and 70
proof
mile per
of the
hour winds.
DMs?
And that's going to move over towards Huntsville, Arkansas a little bit later, and Elkins and places like that. But that's our pretty much our number one thing that we're watching here. We've got about 6 minutes left on the back part of that warning. There is another severe thunderstorm warning, though, down here in more southern portions of Oklahoma. This is going right into Ardmore. So there's about 40,000 people in the path of this one. We've got half-dollar size hail and 60 mile per hour winds associated with that one. So if you live in Ardmore, get ready for that. I mean, that's about it. Like, these are our two storms that we're watching right now. So yeah, that's what's going on. We do have something like 15 or 20 storm chasers out here on this one storm.
Let me see Ryan.
And that's one of the reasons why the weather intensity score is so high. They're all inside of this polygon right here with 250,000 people in it. So how's it going? If you live in Fayetteville, if you live in West Fork, how is the storm going? If you can do so safely, feel free to send us a picture. If you want to send in a report or a video, or after the storm's over, if you want to share damage reports, you can send a picture or a video to me on ryanhallyall.com/submit. Okay. So if you go to ryanhallyall.com/submit, it's very easy. You can just upload it there, and then we'll be able to show it. But you can also, if you have Twitter or you have X, you can just tag me on there, and YALLBOT's automatically going to message you and be like, hey, are you sure we can share this? Are you sure you took this? And all you got to do is respond to it, and then boom, it'll end up right in front of me here so I can share it on the air as well. So YALLBOT is becoming a very handy assistant. So if you're just now tuning in, we do have a weather intensity score of 120. The reason it's so high is because we've got a high impact, considerable severe thunderstorm warning for a high population area in northwest Arkansas, specifically right there around Fayetteville. This is what it looks like out there, up close and personal from Andrew Collins' point of view. Brandon Montgomery's getting in there as well. So we're going to continue to watch this storm as it creeps off to the east. There's a chance that it enters a more favorable environment for tornadoes. There's a chance that some of these storms that are trying to pop up behind this could rotate a little bit more. So we've got I would say a 3-hour window here where we're really going to be watching everything that pops up for the potential for tornadic activity. But right now, nothing tornadic going on. It's just a severe thunderstorm. You know what I mean? Definitely lots of flooding in Fayetteville. Yeah, I'd say so. And on the southern side, it's going to get a lot worse because this will easily drop another 2 inches of rain before it's over, if not more than that. flooding east of Fayetteville too. Yeah, it'll continue. Like this is going to be a problem for most of northern Arkansas. So you had this big line of storms go through earlier. That's moving into Mountain View right now. And then right behind that, you've got this other round, and there's another round likely behind that. And yeah, it's what we call training thunderstorms. Let's see here. Rogers, yeah, you guys are in that same deal. A little bit farther to the north, so Bentonville and Rogers, you guys haven't had as much rain, but there's probably more to come. The vast majority of it is staying to your south, though. I don't know if these are hailstones or just big raindrops that we're seeing down here in Washington County, Arkansas. But this is down there on Interstate 49 north of Blackburn near Pitkin Corner. You can see the onset of our severe thunderstorm moving in right now. This is the considerable severe thunderstorm warning with 1.5-inch hail, 70-mile-per-hour winds. Let's go back over to Storm Runner Media. Can you guys hear that when I turn that on? And is it loud? Here's a photo from Jared. This is coming in from Highfill in Benton County, Arkansas. You can see stuff is starting to look a little gnarly out there. It's not too bad. Okay. I'll have to remember to turn it down when I go away from it. But yeah, this is a picture from Jared. Thanks for sending that in over there on ryanhaulyall.com/submit. It helps if you're going to send in a photo. Like obviously, it's all automated, so there's moderation stuff in place. It helps if you just take it right on your phone and then immediately send it.
Yeah.
That
I was watching the.
If you're having problems, like if it's not uploading, a lot of times
right
just taking it right there and then immediately uploading it is going to solve that problem. It is a gully washer out there in Lincoln, Arkansas. Once again, if you're just now tuning in, this is it. This is what we're covering right here. This big storm that's formed over Fayetteville, Arkansas, and it's slowly but surely moving off to the south and east. We do have a 10% hatched risk of tornadoes today. Okay, it's a couple might be strong. So that's what we're going to be talking about. We just got a new mesoscale discussion for areas down here near Dallas. So we're actually watching these storms just west of the DFW metro for the potential for some severe activity over the next couple of hours. There's a 40% chance that at some point over the next hour and a half, we'll get a severe thunderstorm watch for the Fort Worth and Dallas metro. And it's all because of these storms that are popping up here between Graham, Mineral Wells, and Jacksboro. These storms won't be as strong or as it, they upgraded it to a 10%. So yeah, the video is a little bit out of date there. I used to like not even do videos on days where I thought I might stream, but then there were so many days where I ended up not streaming and I wish I would have done a video. So now I just don't even care. We're just always going to do a video. But sometimes the video, get it edited, and upload it. So the videos are better for like long range stuff. Oh my gosh, look at this. Flooding in Rogers, Arkansas. This is coming in from Max. Max, thanks for sending that in. Already we're dealing with some big time flooding up there, and the good news is, once again, I think that the vast majority of our additional rainfall is going to stay to the south mostly, as far as Rogers goes. But there is going to be a couple more rounds of rain tonight, so that might shoot the water up a little bit more. Joplin, Missouri is fine for right now. There might be some storms a little bit later, but you guys are way outside of the target area. Yeah, there is a flash flood warning for Rogers. This is not like a widespread flood that's impacting the entire town of Rogers, but there's some places where it is flooding right now. Any word on the Jackson, Tennessee area? You guys are fine. There's probably going to be some storms a little bit later, but the majority of the severe weather that we're tracking is going to be to your west. Once again, right now there's only two, I repeat, two severe thunderstorm warnings in the entire United States. One of them's down here in Carter County, Oklahoma. That's moving into Ardmore right now. And then there's another one up here right on the Arkansas-Oklahoma border. This is the one that has been driving our weather intensity score out the wazoo. It's got 25 minutes left on it. The northern side of this polygon is pretty much in the clear up here in Siloam Springs, Springdale. The vast majority of the storm is done for you. It's really moving down to the south now, closer to West Fork and places like that. I wonder if we can see a shelf cloud anywhere. You can see a little bit of something from this camera. Interstate 49. This is going to be kind of riding down Interstate 49 towards Winslow over the next little bit. This particular camera here will start looking like this one in about 15-20 minutes or so. So this is a little bit farther north, and this is a little bit farther south. Ariel says, thank you, Ryan, for bringing YAWLBot to Facebook. It's been awesome getting all of the notifications today. Yeah, no problem. No problem. It's Facebook. If you guys didn't know, YAWLBot is on Facebook now, and it's just 24/7. It's making Facebook posts as if it were, a weather person. It's taking in reports and relaying them. It's sharing photos that you guys send in to ryanhaulyall.com/submit. It's posting warnings. It'll even say like, hey, people like in our Discord community are watching this storm. Like, it's pretty cool. If you want to go check it out.
I don't know.
Just search up YAWLBot on Facebook. It's all automated. And if you leave a comment and you're not like saying something that is like, if you actually leave a comment somewhere, or even DM YAWLBot on Facebook and you ask a legit question about weather, it will respond to you. Not always. We're trying not to burn up all the resources, but it sometimes will, which is pretty cool. We're working on making it better.
From Little Rock. Give me a minute. Oh,
Current weather
Oh, it's
intensity
not-
score is
no, it's
103.
fine now.
This
So,
is what it
I was
looks like
thinking
out
about
there in
calling
Washington
him, but
County,
no.
Arkansas, as we
After I
continue to
see it
track
fine.
this severe thunderstorm warning that still includes Fayetteville. They've trimmed it down a little bit. We're down to
Look, if it was
162,000
getting-
people inside of this polygon.
You give it
But
an
I would
hour,
say
I'll
we'll get a
wow,
new
I'm
polygon
looking
here
at
soon
those.
for areas just south and
Last
east
time I
of here
called
that'll
one,
likely
how
include
it was
Winslow
rotation now.
over towards
Well,
Ponca.
It was putting on the ground, but no.
And
not
this is
more
all
than
heading
it.
towards Clarksville and Hector and Harrison a little bit later. We've got to watch these storms. If these start getting really strong, these will be in a pretty good spot to try to cause some problems here. But so far, everything
Had a
that's
strong
popped up
rotation on
away
it.
from this cluster here hasn't really fared very well. Y'all have been featuring my home of Fayetteville
Yeah,
a lot
well,
lately.
Let's
Like I
know.
said earlier, this is just a place that we talk about a lot because there's a lot of weather that happens here. It's kind of a coincidental thing, you know?
You want me to call them and let them know about it? Mm.
How will Conway, Arkansas be tonight? You guys are a little bit out of the way, I would say, for getting in on the worst of the storms, but you're definitely going to have some storms tonight. Probably some gusty winds, maybe even some small hail. There's a flash flood threat.
No, I don't
But
see
the
strength of it
the worst of
happening,
the severe
but
weather will stay off to your north and west.
I'll wait.
Once
Alright, we
again, for
already have
those of
some
you who
power
are
outage
just
already.
now tuning in, I'll show you the map again. This is what we're talking about today. There
One
actually,
county out of
I don't
power.
think I've talked about this yet. There's a chance that we very quickly go talk about some places over here in the Mid-Atlantic from Northern Virginia up through Maryland, Pennsylvania, Delaware, and New Jersey. There's a marginal risk over there for some gusty winds. If there's a severe thunderstorm warning or something like that that's issued, we'll take a detour over there. But the vast majority of our focus is going to be right here in the orange and yellow. So we've got some new people pouring in. Once again, guys, in
Yeah,
chat,
it's
tell me where
really
you're watching from. Do we have plenty of people watching
wanna-
from Arkansas? Do you know anybody in Arkansas or Tennessee? You might be saying, what?
All right.
Where'd Tennessee come from? Well, we just got a
No
daggone severe
warning in
thunderstorm
Tennessee.
warning in Tennessee over here in Decatur and Henderson counties. You kidding me?
Oh,
So yeah, over here for Decaturville
What?
and Parsons, we've got a severe thunderstorm warning, and they actually put a tornado possible tag on this. You see that very faint area of rotation near
how'd you get
Reagan?
closer
National
to
Weather
it?
Service has tagged this as tornado possible because of that. It's rotating. It's not rotating much, but it's
Oh.
rotating.
what radar
Moving
are
up
you
towards
using?
Darden, Parsons, Perryville, and Decaturville. Yeah, interesting stuff. I wonder if we've got a view of this.
What? Oh, there.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's not
There's
true.
more cameras in Tennessee than there is like
No,
anywhere
that's
else.
not true.
So, if there's a storm we're going to see today,
No,
we'll see it here. There it is.
that's Memphis.
So this camera's down here towards, what is that, Saltillo, Tennessee, looking up to the north and west, towards
that.
Reagan and Cedar Grove. This is a has cam.
No,
So you guys can look at this camera
but I'm
in the
looking at
WeatherWise app if you want,
one in Memphis.
anytime. Anytime.
Yeah, it's not popular up right now.
Is anybody watching the photo submissions back end?
Wow, there's see rotation now.
And you know who else you can see in the WeatherWise app? It's Corey Gherkin. Corey Gherkin's still in
they were
Westville.
looking at the-
That's
yeah,
over there
we
near
definitely
Adair
looked
County,
at it.
Oklahoma, following that our main storm that we're keeping an eye on right now near Fayetteville.
What?
So yeah, if you have the WeatherWise app open, you're going to be able to see not only cameras like the HazCams over there in Tennessee, but also storm chasers. So we do have Corey Gherkin and Brandon Montgomery out there. And look at this. If you zoom in, I mean, you can literally see in real time exactly where Brandon is, exactly which direction he's facing. Same thing up here with Corey. I click on Corey. He's lost service for a moment. If you click on Corey or Brandon here, you mute him, put him over here where you want, and then continue with your radar browsing. It's pretty cool stuff. One of the things I was looking at earlier were the echo tops. If you come down here to the bottom left, or just the bottom, if you're on the phone app, you can select from a bunch of different products over here. If you look at echo tops and you inspect, you can actually see about how tall these storms are. And this one over here that is bubbling up around Fayetteville, the strongest part of it is south of Fayetteville, is reaching up close to 60,000 feet. So this is a very tall storm. It's a very powerful updraft. It's one of the storms that we have to watch for the potential for, rotation and a tornadic situation. But right now it's not causing any major problems, which is good news. The main thing that we're dealing with here is a torrential downpour, some hail, and lots of lightning. Jason Cooley's in here too. You can see him. So yeah, there's been a lot of new updates to WeatherWise. Are you guys liking it? I know that I introduced it, and a lot of you guys downloaded it way back when we used to live stream pretty much every day during severe weather season. And since then, there's actually been a lot of upgrades and stuff. So hopefully you guys are liking it. I'm loving it. Absolutely loving it. And it's still in its infancy. So there's going to be more updates to come. Is that a rainbow? Jeff Robbins has got a daggone rainbow over here in Stillwell, Oklahoma.
How's everything looking?
I use WeatherWise more than my local weather app.
All right,
It's
there
just
is a tornado
good, man.
in
It's just good. And
Tennessee
they've got
right now.
models now. A lot of you guys were asking about having the HRRR. It's free. Like the free version, you can literally look at models. There's no other app
Look
like
in
it. I mean,
Tennessee.
you literally can't do that on anything else for free at the level that you can do it with WeatherWise.
James.
So pretty cool stuff. Here's another HazCam.
Another one. And this popping up on my screen really good right now.
Will this slide into Interstate 81? So the interstates I would be most concerned about right now is pretty much just Interstate 49.
That's the
maybe
only
Interstate
storm that has
40.
green right now. I think they were very. I'm not gonna call
like there's
them
a little
about it,
storm
but
trying to
they're
form
very
back here
known
west
about
of
it now.
Tulsa.
So
You guys
yeah,
seeing
it's
this?
a possibility there's a tornado right there.
Just in the past couple of
let me
minutes,
check
it's blown
the-
up here. So we might see something come into at least the western side of Tulsa here soon. We're keeping an eye on that. But right now, y'all,
Let me check
there's
the
3 severe thunderstorm warnings.
area
Okay,
location.
and
There's
there
no
is
hole
one
yet. There's no
area
hole.
that we are watching for maybe a new severe thunderstorm warning here soon. Meteorologist Andy Hill is here, and he's slinging out y'all watches. Okay, this is a severe thunderstorm y'all watch, so we're saying there's a high probability that a severe thunderstorm warning might be issued here from the Mountain View area soon. There's definitely a hail core right here east of Nuwanta or New Nada. You guys know what I'm talking about. And that's about to slide right through Mountain View. So get ready for that if you live out there. There's no severe thunderstorm warning. There's a special weather statement, but you probably didn't even know about that. Because why would you? But yeah, get ready in Mountain View for some hail. And if that storm gets stronger, they'll almost certainly warn it. But as far as warnings that are already in place, we've got 11 minutes left on this severe thunderstorm warning for Washington County, Arkansas, and Adair County, Oklahoma. We've got 26 minutes left on this severe thunderstorm warning for Ardmore, Oklahoma. And then we do have 41 minutes remaining on this severe thunderstorm warning over here in Tennessee for Decatur and Henderson counties in Tennessee. Do we have anybody watching in Tennessee? I know that we normally do. We've got that marginal risk of severe weather that we were talking about earlier. Once again, it's not as intense as what we're expecting over here in Arkansas, but it's still something to watch, especially now that we see that these storms are strong enough to drop 1-inch hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds, and even get the tornado possible tag there from the National Weather Service. All right, yeah, we got a bunch of people watching from Tennessee.
That has it.
Well, if you know anybody that's not tuned in, make sure you share the live stream with them. That's how we get the word out here. We don't, put up billboards. We don't do advertising. We don't have anybody helping us out here except for you. So if you think that what we do here is valuable and somebody you know might benefit from it, share us out there on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, whatever it is. Say, this guy's talking about the weather. We're going to be here for commercial free and free of charge.
But
until we feel like we're not needed anymore.
Hey, I said that
the weather intensity
there's no emergency tornadoes at all today.
Right now. Once again, still mainly driven by that severe thunderstorm warning in Arkansas and Oklahoma. I'm interested in seeing what's going to happen when that is allowed to expire. If it's not immediately replaced by something equally significant, that's probably going to drop the score quite a bit. But we'll stay on the air.
If there's
especially now that we've got these storms blowing up in Tennessee. We've got more storms that are popping up in Oklahoma and Arkansas. We're not done. We're certainly not done. All right, we got another blip that we're watching. This is meteorologist Andy Hill has put out another y'all watch here. Medium confidence that we're going to get a severe thunderstorm coming through the Sallisaw area here, maybe over towards Cedarville over the next hour. This is Sequoia County, Oklahoma, and a little bit of Crawford County, Arkansas. So meteorologist Andy Hill is watching that. And another thing about WeatherWise, if you do like WeatherWise a lot, you end up getting WeatherWise Plus because you want some of the extra features, or you want y'all mode so that your map and radar colors look like mine. You will be able to see and interact with these y'all watches that Andy's putting out in real time. So you can click on it here. If I'm not fast enough, if I'm not showing it long enough for you, you can literally come over here and look at it yourself. But you can see it's issued by Andy Hill. You can see the counties, the confidence, and all that good stuff. And it very clearly looks different from a normal severe thunderstorm warning or tornado warning or whatever. But this is a nice little feature for WeatherWise Plus over there on the WeatherWise app. Speaking of WeatherWise, I just saw that this new polygon just popped up here south of Fayetteville. So we did get a replacement warning in Arkansas. This is going to be for Carroll, Crawford, and Madison counties in Arkansas. So we've got 1.25-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds coming towards the Greenland High School, Mill Creek Outfitters Campsite, Drakefield Airport, Indian Hills Estates Mobile Home Park. All of these places are in the path of a dangerous storm. Get indoors and away from windows. And yeah, at some point here, the other one's going to be allowed to expire, the one that includes downtown Fayetteville. This storm's almost done with y'all. First live stream in a while, huh, Ryan? Yeah, it has been a while. I think it was late July. Was that the last time that we were live, or was there one between now and then? I don't know. I just know that we went about a month without streaming, then we streamed about a month ago, and then it's been about a month again or something. It's been a long period with no live streams. Which is good, you know, in the grand scheme of things, it's good. It means the weather's been mostly quiet. We've had a very quiet tropical season so far. So we can't complain. National Weather Service did just issue a special weather statement right in line with Andy's, Y'all Watch here. And a special weather statement is essentially the National Weather Service's version of a Y'all Watch. It's like the step before a severe thunderstorm warning, you know? So it's not quite a severe thunderstorm, but it's a storm that's going to come up towards Salisal and Muldrow here soon. This is north and west of Fort Smith. Ryan, how many subs until 3 million? I don't know. We're getting close though, ain't we? We are getting close. Less than 100,000.
Listen,
I don't know the exact number.
So, when a storm prediction center where they're at will take off.
Oh man, what's Jeff
with
got here?
How the in
That's
the
a nice
air
view of
in
rain
how
shaft, probably some
the
hail in there as well near Steelwell,
upper
Oklahoma.
levels, how they
right in front of him
react
there.
to stuff.
Where is Jeff?
To anything that actually reacts to anything,
Okay,
we'll put
yeah.
that
So
on there.
Jeff is looking at
But
this little blip down here in eastern Oklahoma, south of Stillwell.
there could be something else that could happen.
98,000 subscribers left. So we've got 98,000 subscribers left before we hit 3 million. I think we can do that tonight. So if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. We've only got 100,000 to go. Let's go.
What?
Okay, so we streamed on September 6th. Okay, so that was a little bit less than a month ago. But before that, it was a long time. We've had one stream over the past 2 months, something like that. Yeah, these blips are really blipping. You got this one. This one's kind of exploded over the past couple of minutes. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with those. How's the baby? Great. We've got Milo, 1 month old.
Get some more so you're looking.
Echo is about to be 5. Otto's about to be 2. So it's chaos at my house, but it's been great. Oh, by the way, they issued a severe thunderstorm warning for this storm over here in more central portions of Arkansas, I guess. Claiborne, Conway, Faulkner, Pope, and Van Buren counties in Arkansas. You guys are now under a severe thunderstorm warning for 60-mile-per-hour winds. We got a camera in Clinton. If we can see anything on there. Not yet. This is what it looks like out there in Clinton, Arkansas. You guys have got a good storm coming in, though. So get ready for 60-mile-per-hour winds. I am not concerned about the tornadic situation with that one, but a good burst of wind is definitely going to come through Highway 65 here over the next hour or so. Checking back in on our severe thunderstorm warning in Tennessee. The heaviest rain is still not made it into Parsons or Decaturville yet. I would give it another 15 minutes, and then it'll be there. Wonder if we can't really see anything from, yeah, the Decatur, the Parsons camera isn't very good. Can't really see anything, but you can see the storm from a distance over here from the Hascams near Clifton. Yeah, and there's actually quite a few storms that are popping up over here in Tennessee. Most of them are below severe limits, but you can see if you live in Jackson, Tennessee, for example, you probably have heard some thunder. You've had some heavy downpours. This is what we're talking about here. It wouldn't be surprising if at some point they issued a severe thunderstorm warning for some wind and some small hail for places like Clarksburg. But none of this is, insane or anything. A decent little line of storms is coming through areas between Union City and Dyersburg as well. Jonesboro, you guys just got a decent little downpour that just came through.
Yeah, I see the
And if
point.
these storms get stronger,
Connor's heading out all the way
it wouldn't
down
be surprising
to,
if those got severe warned. This one
Fort
right here looks
Smith
like
right
it is
now.
already dropping some small hail. If it gets big, if it gets bigger, I guess you could say that might end up being warned for Jonesboro. So we're watching that. We're also watching storms down here near Dallas, west of Dallas.
I
We've
don't
got
see
some
any
big
tornado. I
time
don't see any
storms
signs of
trying to
could be a
pop
tornado
up.
right now.
A couple special weather statements out here between Graham and Jacksboro over towards Abilene. Nothing crazy, but definitely something we're going to continue to keep an eye on as the storms get closer to Dallas.
All right, look at my stream.
The skies are clearing out quite well.
All right,
In
so
front of that big blob. So Corey Gherkin is down here near Cedarville now, which is close to Fort Smith.
it's not dead.
So if
But
we
look.
take a look at this map, you can see we've got all
But
these
look.
big storms and stuff
We got
formed
we
here.
got
And
all right, so we got
right in
cameras
front
right
of those,
here,
the skies are
and
mostly
here, and
blue.
then we got a camera right here.
So we've got some very unstable air that this storm over here near Salzal is
If we
working
get a
into.
good
And
view
any
of this
new blip
point
that forms is going to move into
of
that.
this
So
view right
whenever
here,
we see skies as clear as this
we can see if we can
in
do
front of blips,
see if it's on
that
the ground.
usually means that we're going to see the storms continue to get more intense.
All right, that special weather statement has been gone. All right, another focus on small.
Here's a view from Union City, Tennessee. Thank you, Jared.
Arkansas is in the middle of it. What are you talking about? Where?
And here is a photo from Caleb in Alabama, I guess, of a storm earlier this morning. You can see that shelf cloud in the distance there. Crazy clouds ahead of the big
You want me to
storms.
call it in?
I don't know, Frank, Jared, I don't know if you guys are approving any of
Hold
these,
on.
but none of them are coming through.
Where?
Anything that is like good for broadcast, just hit the green light check. Oh, looks like we got
Zoom
some
out.
flooding.
Zoom out for me.
Out
Zoom
here in
out.
Farmington, Arkansas, we got water over the
Zoom out.
roadway here. This
Zoom
is
out.
storm chaser Andrew
like that.
Collins out
Stay-
there in
stay.
Farmington, Arkansas.
Okay, let me call it in. Give me a minute.
And here's another photo from Jeff in Wesley, Arkansas, showing heavy rain out there. So once again, if you've got photos, videos you want to share with us, do that over on
give it a little second to make
ryanhallyall.com/submit.
we can get an update on the radar. If it gets
Or you can
bigger,
send it in on Twitter
I'll call
or
it in.
X, and
but I have
Yawbot
to
will
make sure
chase it down and get it
it's
from you.
there. Okay. So let's wait for a little bit and see how it goes. And if it does good, yeah. Let me look up the area. So what is that? KNQA radar. Yeah, it's at cash. Okay, yep. All right, let me call it in because Jaren's Barrel is gonna
So if you're
get
just now
cooked.
tuning in, we do have some severe weather that we're tracking right now in Arkansas and also in Tennessee. We did just get a new severe thunderstorm warning for one of those blips that we were watching. This is the one that's south of Stillwell. This is the one that we were looking at from Jeff Robbins' point of view not too long ago. This thing has just blown up. It's went from nothing to something very quickly. Look at this.
What does he say?
Nothing to just a few minutes later, big time sell, dropping $half size hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. Does anybody want to take any bets on what's going to happen with this little blip right here? You think that it's not going to do anything? No, this is almost certainly going to do the same thing. And I've got to fix something on the back end. I think it would be crazy if we didn't play this song right now. Let's remind everybody about what a blip is.
And make sure that it's verified that there is.
Every storm starts out as a blip, a little bitty blip.
It's Scotty.
Taking moisture from the ground.
Tell him I'm gonna call the National Weather
I
Service.
don't give a flip. Little blips, they can rip. You can feel it in your hip. Never underestimate a blip.
Never underestimate a blip. This is so important, guys. This is one of, I keep saying this. This is one of the things I keep talking about everywhere I go. Never, ever underestimate a blip. All right, check it out. The pictures are pouring in. This is from Stillwell, Oklahoma. This is that blip. This is the blip. This is the blip that we're not underestimating. This is a live photo of that from Mariah. Thank you so much for this. It's definitely an ominous-looking storm coming in there. Here's some more flooding from the St. Louis area. Heavy rain in Wesley, Arkansas. Another photo from Rogers, Arkansas, from Jack B. Thank you so much for sending that in. And also some really nice-looking clouds there from Sand Springs near Tulsa County, Oklahoma, from Reed. So thank you guys for sending stuff in over there on RyanHallYall.com/submit.
They hanged up on me.
Okay, so our big severe thunderstorm warning that included Fayetteville has been allowed to expire. And as a result, the weather intensity scores
No, I called them from Memphis.
down to 60. So that's how much of an impact having
The
20
fuck?
storm chasers
Your
and
browser
a high
might prevent
population,
calls from ringing. Change your
area like inside of a
They
polygon.
hanged up
that
on
can
me,
do,
bro.
Crazy things to the weather intensity score.
Fuck. I
But
asked.
we're going to stay on the air here because I think that these little
No, no,
blips,
no.
as they move
Listen,
into Fort Smith, are going to
I
cause some
called
problems.
them and tell them,
Also,
can
we're
you guys have
continuing to watch
checked
this
on
severe
John's
thunderstorm
Barrow?
move towards Clinton.
They
Clinton,
fucking
Arkansas.
hanged up on me,
You guys
bro.
need to be getting ready for some 60-mile-per-hour
What do you
winds.
mean?
And then, of course, we're going to continue to cover the severe storms over here in Tennessee.
I can't.
Mostly over here towards Parsons and Decaturville.
You fucking
We've got
called
a
them,
strong
man.
storm moving in right now. Get ready for 60-mile-per-hour winds and maybe even quarter-size hail.
It's still the cash.
Yeah, these storms are not.
Well, I did give them a call.
They're not very intense, but like a couple of them will have severe bursts. But they are moving in the general direction of Dixon.
They're in
And
Memphis. They're
Nashville,
close to
so
it.
maybe at some point tonight these will make it over there. But I'm really not looking to
Oh, it's John.
cover a big severe weather
Jonesboro.
situation in Tennessee today. I just don't see it happening. Look at this line of storms over here moving into Western Kentucky and
No, they can't
Western
because the
Tennessee.
only near the,
We're about
the
to have a
nearest,
decent downpour come through Mayfield. These don't even have special
radar,
weather statements. So it's just a
station
really quick burst of
is
wind and
in
rain.
John-
That's what we're mostly seeing
it's in
out of these. But
Memphis, so I called
every
them
once in a while
about
we'll
it.
get some larger hail. And that's why we got a severe thunderstorm warning on that one.
They said this is not National Weather Service from Memphis. I
Some
said
places
that
that are in the path of
there
the
was,
storm that's coming through
can you guys
Clinton
check
and Kluge, but are
on
not limited to the Clinton High School,
in
Ozark
Brooklyn,
Health
near
Hospital,
the
and the
fucking-
Clinton
and
Municipal
also I said
Airport.
about
Additionally,
John
coming
Farrell.
back over here to our blip, this
But-
thing is really getting its act together
Fucking
east of
hate it, bro.
Sallisaw, north and west of Fort Smith. I think that this
Scotty,
will probably be
you're-
our next
you're
severe
mu-
thunderstorm warning. That might include Cedarville.
Scotty.
So get
Yeah,
ready
bro.
in Cedarville.
Well, I
for
lost
a
my
big
chance.
storm. If I pull up the WeatherWise app,
Okay, so it's getting weaker. Well, I blew my
you can see
chance.
here
So,
how all these blips have just kind of started forming.
so they
just
might
the
have
west
to.
of
They
Fort
might
Smith.
send a fucking police to me.
And if we take a look at these on a different view, let me see.
No,
here.
it's
What am I
it's
trying to
getting
do?
it's getting weak. It's getting weaker.
Echo tops, yeah. So these over here are really tall.
Well, I called out before.
the ones,
So I
south
looked
of,
at the next
Fayetteville.
scan. It
But notice
was
how
powerful
even though
enough, so
these
that's
are
why I
new,
asked them to check
they're
on
also
it.
getting very tall. The one over here near Sallisaw already 50,000 feet. The one south of Stillwell already 48,000 feet. So as these get taller, they're going to be able to produce hail and all that good stuff. And they're going to get stronger and more intense as they move east towards Cedarville. So get ready for that.
I was asking them to check on that storm.
Andy is also watching the storm that we talked about a few minutes ago west of Jonesboro. So
there could
once
be a
again, it wouldn't be
possibility.
surprising if we
It
saw
could be on the ground, and
a
they
severe
hanged up on me.
thunderstorm warning issued for the Cache to
Am I
Jonesboro
correct?
area in Craighead County, Arkansas.
That's kind of
Mostly
fucked up
because the
too.
storm is getting more intense as it moves in. So Jonesboro, you just had a downpour, but a stronger storm is moving in from
That's
the west. So
fucked
get
up.
ready for that. I know we got some people watching in Jonesboro. We talked to you earlier. Lots of people in chat said they were from Arkansas. All right, we just got a severe thunderstorm warning for this other blip that we've been talking about. So this is the one that Andy highlighted earlier. Now we've got an official severe thunderstorm warning, and it does include
pissed right now.
Cedarville and Alma. So we've got 66,000 people in this one. 1-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds are on
Okay,
the way.
so listen.
Get indoors and stay away from windows.
You said that they cannot hang up on you. You sure?
More flooding from Arkansas. This is Bella from Rogers, Arkansas. Lots of flooding in Rogers. Earlier, I showed a picture
Oh.
of some flooding, and
So I
somebody
can
in chat was like,
report
Rogers
them.
is fine. So it must not be very widespread, but there are definitely several instances of flooding that we're recording around Rogers. Heavy rain in Fayetteville and Washington County, Arkansas. JS, thanks for sending that in. And here's some really cool views of some clouds from Lake County, Ohio. So we've got people watching from all over. If you want to send in
do I
photos and
make my
videos, do
report?
that over on ryanhallyall.com/submit.
How do I make my report? Let's see. And NWS. National Weather Service is unlikely to simply hang up callers reporting severe weather, but protocols directly to you methods most reports. Phone lines are generally reserved to immediately and life-threatening threats or
Yeah,
for trained
Cedarville, I'd say
spotting
about 20 minutes before it gets there.
groups.
Can you show Tulsa real quick? Yeah, we'll come over to the Tulsa area because there actually is a special weather statement that was just issued there for the storm that we were looking at earlier that formed west of town. Right now, we're expecting maybe some 40-mile-per-hour winds and maybe some penny-size hail, specifically over here between Lotsey, Lefko Hill, Sperry. But the storm will likely get stronger as it moves east, and Tulsa Also, wouldn't be surprised if we eventually had a severe thunderstorm warning over here for this storm at some point as well. Can we see this? We can see a little bit of it, I guess. A little sliver of sky on the Oklahoma traffic camera here. Let me see if I can't pull that up. Yeah, you can see it a little bit. Oklahoma has those traffic cameras that like to point at the traffic, at the road. So we're going to have to deal with that. But yeah, little storm, little blip moving into Tulsa. Nothing to worry about, but definitely some small hail and some gusty winds, especially on the northern side of town over the next 30 minutes.
Okay, so the drum sparrow is dying. The cache is still kind of picking up.
Is there a
What?
storm in Florida? Somebody said there's a storm in Florida. There's a couple of storms. You know what? There's always a storm in Florida, I feel like.
They weren't.
Glades and Hendry counties in Florida are always, not always, but are currently under a special weather statement. So, yeah, there's some storms out here in Florida. Nothing crazy. What the heck is Brandon Kopic doing in Pennsylvania? You guys seeing this? He's live streaming.
Not there. You just.
There's nothing going on.
But listen,
Brandon
though,
Kopic,
they can't.
Storm Chaser is in
Were they in the rain
Mifflinville,
curtain?
Pennsylvania right now. Okay. Well, we've got you covered. If anything happens in Pennsylvania, we've got Storm Chaser on the ground in Bloomsburg.
Okay, so. Okay, then if they can't. Look, if there's
a
a
meeting
rain
with Fox in New York.
thingy
Okay.
around the storm,
Okay.
they can't
All right.
see
Well,
it,
that makes sense, I guess.
they can't possibly report it. If they do see it, they have to report it. If they don't see it, they cannot report it until they see it. Because
we got a couple of showers out there happening in Indiana right now. Is anybody
it's
watching
a
in
thing.
Indiana?
So if
Some of them look a little
so
more.
if you say that, oh, this
intense,
is
I
happening
guess,
when,
than what
when
you
there's
would
nothing
think.
happening there,
This is a view from sunny out there in
They
Tippecanoe
can,
County, just below
they can
severe
get
limits. That
fired,
storm.
or the person that can be
And then
charged
also
with
we've got a
something.
nice looking storm
well.
in Texas, Parker County, Texas, from Owen. Thank you so much for sending that in. Once again, ryanhallyall.com/submit if you want to submit something.
Mm-hmm.
There are 17 live storm chasers right now in this tiny enhanced risk. If you haven't seen that yet, this is what it looks like. This is the area that we're focused on tonight. Everywhere in the orange and the yellow, that's our main target area. Little Rock and Jonesboro, you are included. Tulsa as well, but mostly Fort Smith. This is the moment. This is basically the next hour or two are going to be peak storm time. Whatever happens with these storms back here as they move through Fort Smith,
So
and over towards Alma, Ozark, and
I
Clarksville,
told the fucking
Arkansas.
National Weather Service.
That's
You
going to
said that
define our
this is the
event
National Weather
tonight.
Service from Memphis, Tennessee. I said that.
Dude,
Hey,
you could
can
offer a
guys,
24-hour
look
weather
on
channel,
this
and the
storm?
big networks would run it. Snowbird Bob, I don't know what you're saying, but that sounds sure. 24 hour. You know, we already have a 24-hour channel. If you didn't know, y'all
No.
it's always on 24/7.
I'm telling them to look at that
More and more of
storm.
you are knowing. We're getting to the point now where
Because
y'all
I don't want to
gets
report
about 3
anything
to
that's
5
false
million views a
information.
month. So we've been working really hard on it, and
That's
it
the
is
thing.
always on. If
So
you
I'm
ever hear
telling them
thunder,
to. I'm
you're
telling
like, "All
them
right,
to
let's see if
look.
Ryan's live," and I'm not.
I'm telling them
Check and see if
look
Rob
at the
live,
storm.
because it's
If you
probably
don't
talking
fucking
about
see
whatever
anything,
storm you're
okay.
experiencing.
Nah, I'm gonna
Sometimes
hang up on you.
annoyingly so.
Sorry.
If there's only one storm in the United States,
Fucking
y'all bot will
hangs
just
up.
talk about that
Bullshit.
nonstop until it's no longer the case.
But I want to report that fucking National Weather Service, dude. No,
Ryan,
it was
look
like
at
a
that,
more like
Tennessee
a
camera
teenage
again.
dude, so
Yeah, this is it right here. Yeah, the severe thunderstorm warning continues for Decatursville for the next 14 minutes.
yeah, how you're supposed to expect the National Weather Service if you get hanged up? Am I right? Oh fucking shit!
Frank, the ones that don't show anything, those are videos. That's a
Yeah,
bug I'm gonna have to
if I
fix.
get a call knocking
So
on my
like there
door,
are videos. I would just go off of
insane.
the
Why did you
description.
call this?
If the
Dude,
description
from
seems
the
good,
National
approve
Weather
it.
Service? I'm like, first of all, this is
And
bullshit.
now that I know
They
that that's a
hanged
bug,
up
I'll
on me
fix it.
first.
All right, let's
And
come
I
back
was
over
trying
here
to
to the
report
radar.
a
Let's go
severe
through
weather
all of our
that
severe
could be
thunderstorm warnings
impossible.
again. If you're just now tuning in, we do have a
I
severe
didn't know
thunderstorm
what's
warning
going
right now for
on.
areas just
I
north
don't know
of
what their
Fort
screen
Smith.
looks
This
like.
includes Cedarville and
I
Alma.
don't know
We're
if
talking
they
about
have a
Crawford County,
radar
Arkansas,
closer.
and we're talking about Sequoia County,
But
Oklahoma. This is the
I'm
part
not
of the
very good at
storm that
stuff, but I
we're
can tell if
concerned
something that
about. I
is
guess you could say
something
it's
going to
currently
happen
dropping
or
hail.
not.
And some damaging winds. That's going
So
to move over towards Cedarville
I'll
over the
probably
next
tell them
hour.
like
Alma
I
and
had the
Guyer.
first
What about
radar rating saying
beyond
that
that? We've got a severe thunderstorm warning continuing
the
for 11 more
rotation was
minutes in
still
Decatur
there
and
as
Henderson
the
counties
storm
in
was going
Tennessee.
through. That's why I
Beyond that, we've
reported.
got a severe thunderstorm warning up here for
There's no
Crawford,
warning.
Madison, and
There's
Washington
no severe
counties in
weather. There's
Arkansas.
nothing
And this one, honestly, there's some 60-mile-per-hour winds here and there. But I think the main threat at this point with this is going to be
that is
flash
not a
flooding.
super
This
cell.
is
It could
the
be
definition
super
of a
cell
fire
flooding.
hose training event. So get
That
ready
is
for
neat.
some flooding, potentially in Winslow, over there towards Ponca in Arkansas.
It's
The
shit right
really
now. I'll tell you.
the convective energy, I guess you could say, is focused a little bit to the south of here, where we do have a newer severe thunderstorm
though.
warning for Johnson, Newton, and Pope counties in Arkansas. These two storms are actually looking pretty intense,
I'm not
probably
reporting
producing
anymore
some
than
larger
National
hail
Weather Service
as
ever
they
again now.
move towards areas just
They
north of
fucking hang up.
Hector and Clarksville in Arkansas. So this is a more rural area. There's only about 2,800 people in that warning, but
Listen,
definitely a strong
if
storm
I
moving
get
through.
fined from this,
And it looks
I'll
like
be fucking
Clinton,
laughing.
Arkansas is about to get hit
I wanna
by
report
our
this to
severe
fucking
thunderstorm warning
HQ.
in effect for Claiborne, Conway, and Faulkner
This is
counties.
bullshit.
This is what it looks like out there
Oh,
in Clinton. So on the top right, you can actually see the storm coming in.
Fucking hell,
Our
they
most
hanged up
interesting
on me.
view right now, though, is coming from this camera in Tennessee. Hascams in Saltillo, Tennessee. We got a nice
I couldn't say it
pole,
too because I have a stuffy nose.
right
but
in the middle of the shot.
you
But
could have
it's
sta- you
still
could have stayed. You
our
could
best
have
shot
lasted
right
a longer and listened to my set.
Oh, there's another new severe thunderstorm warning in Oklahoma I forgot to mention here. This one's for Cole and Pontotoc counties, another rural one. About 2,300 people in that polygon, but it's moving towards Ashland and Kiowa and Savannah and places like that. Highway 69. Lots of blips popping up over here, so we're probably going to have a little bit of a severe storm outbreak in southern and southeastern portions of Oklahoma over the next hour or so. I would expect to see several more severe thunderstorm warnings coming out of that. The storms over here around Tulsa are getting stronger as well. So things are really starting to light up across the board. There's a special weather statement right now for Osage, Pawnee, and Tulsa counties in Oklahoma for the next 24 minutes. None of these are getting hit by, none of these are really in view yet for our cameras, but I'll keep looking. Do we have anybody watching in Tulsa? Check out this video from Anthony. This is in Washington County, Arkansas, with some heavy rain earlier. Anthony, thanks so much for sending that in. We got another video here from Arkansas. Extreme rainfall causing students to be sent home early. This is Sirius saying this. Thunder and lightning. Thank you so much for sending that in. James is sending in some photos of some clouds in Michigan. Thank you, James. And then we've got some shots of that storm in Columbia City, Indiana. So there's actually a lot of stuff going on in Indiana. Nothing severe, but lots of people watching and some blips that are definitely popping up out there. And of course, you guys are not going to underestimate them. Yeah, if you want to send in stuff, do that over on ryanhallyall.com/submit. I think we've got so many ways for you to send in photos now. You can message YAWLBot, you can tweet at YAWLBot, you can, send it in on the website. The next step, I think, is going to be to integrate something into WeatherWise. So no matter what, wherever you are, if you've got something interesting that you can snap a photo or a video of and you want to send it to us, you'll be able to do that in a bunch of different places. So if you haven't downloaded WeatherWise yet, there's a lot of utility there. Another thing that's coming soon is if you're interested in the weather intensity score, you'll be able to monitor that in the WeatherWise app as well. All right, another Y'all Watch from meteorologist Andy Hill coming down the pipe right now. This is going to be for another potential severe thunderstorm warning that's going to come out here soon for areas around Keota. This is Haskell County, Oklahoma, LaFleur County, Oklahoma, and Sequoia County in Oklahoma. Another blip has blup here between Stigler and Keota, and we're not underestimating it. This is likely going to be a severe thunderstorm. At some point, this is going to be the one that goes towards Fort Smith. So we really got to watch this one. What does the weather intensity score cover? Everything. So the weather intensity score is a number that represents the intensity of the weather right now in the United States. If you want to learn more about it, if you're interested in it, you can go to ryanhallyall.com, go to Tools, WizDOS, Weather Intensity Score, Daily Outlook Score Explained, and you can read this whole About section that'll tell you all about the weather intensity score. And also you can monitor it. It updates every minute right here on a nice little display on the website, ryanhallyall.com. But once again, you'll be able to see that in the WeatherWise app soon. Oh, wow. Looks like there was some wind damage out there in Salazar. Check this out. BK Ponders is sending this in from Salazar, Oklahoma. Some wind damage. That actually looks pretty intense for the storm that we just saw there. We don't have any official reports from the National Weather Service coming in, any official LSRs. So this might be pretty important stuff. We need to set up a direct pipeline. Now that we have this figured out, we could probably very easily get this immediately tied into the National Weather Service folks as well. But remember, if you are sending in photos through Twitter and you're tagging YAWLBot or you're tagging me, also try to remember to tag your local National Weather Service office as well. But yeah, this is a look at some damage from Oklahoma not too long ago. We do have a considerable severe thunderstorm warning in effect right now for Crawford, Franklin, and Madison counties for 70-mile-per-hour winds. That's moving down towards Ozark. And we just got a new severe thunderstorm warning right in line with Andy's Y'all Watch for Haskell, LaFleur, and Sequoia counties in Oklahoma. This includes Sallisaw and Muldrow again. So get ready for another round of 1-inch hail and up to 60-mile-per-hour winds. And another, cool thing here, and why the Y'all Watches are important, I believe. When this damage happened, damage happened in Sallisaw, Andy had the Y'all Watch out, but I don't think there was a severe thunderstorm warning yet. So it's just another example of how it can serve as an early heads up on some of these storms. But yeah, some damage definitely visible there in Oklahoma. Thank you, BK Ponders, for sending that in over there on the website, ryanhaulyall.com/submit. Here's another video. This is from Mississippi County, Arkansas. This is from Noah Maxwell, showing us some ominous-looking clouds coming in over the Mississippi River. So yeah, thank you so much for sending that in over on ryanhaulyall.com/submit. Yeah, I don't know. Another cool thing about ryanhaulyall.com is if you go to tools and go down to scanners, YAWLBot is constantly listening to fire departments, emergency management communications, and it's taking all of that noise and distilling it down into a text report that you can read in real time. Like right now, it's listening to hundreds of messages and deciphering what they're saying, comparing what they're saying to the actual radar returns and everything, and then delivering you a nice report. It's very cool. But one of the things that we're seeing is lots of mostly flood-related stuff. But there are a couple of wind damage-related incidents that have happened specifically right there between Sallisaw and Cedarville that you can read about right now. All right, we just got a new severe thunderstorm warning for Claiborne, Stone, and Van Buren counties in Arkansas. This is going to go on for the next hour. Radar indicated 60-mile-per-hour winds. They do have that tornado possible tag on here. There's a broad area of rotation. So that's going to go over towards Fairfield Bay and Heber Springs. Heber Springs? Heber Springs. Yeah, Heber Springs. No tornadoes yet. We haven't even had a tornado warning on this stream so far. We do have a tornado watch in effect for a very large portion of Oklahoma and Arkansas, but no warnings yet. Yeah, there's lots of flooding stuff going on in Arkansas. Water rescues, the whole nine. Mostly right there around Fayetteville right now. That seems to be the worst damage, I guess you could say. The worst, I guess, emergency response kind of stuff that we're hearing about is coming from Fayetteville, and it's mostly the flooding stuff. On Brandon's stream, it says he's in Arkansas, but in Weatherwise, it says Pennsylvania. So if you go to Weatherwise, I'll explain what's happening here. So Brandon Kopic is in Pennsylvania. All right. And it looks like he's helping somebody out that's just been in an accident here, or maybe they've got a flat. I don't know. But Brandon Kopic's in Pennsylvania. But if you come over to Arkansas, he looks like he might be offline right now, but Brandon Montgomery is live. And Brandon Montgomery, whenever Brandon is in Pennsylvania, away from the storms, Brandon Montgomery will stream to Brandon Kopic's channel. That's what you're seeing on YouTube. So Mr. Kopic's kind of forming his own network of Brandons, you know. That's one of the rules. You have to be named Brandon before, you know, you can be a part of that team. I just made that up. Yeah, these storms over here in Arkansas, north of Clarksville, continue to catch my eye. These are definitely the strongest storms right now in Johnson, Newton, and Pope counties. They're trying to rotate a little bit, but still nothing that would warrant a tornado warning. But we're going to continue to watch these, especially north of Clarksville as they move off to the east. And then, of course, we're going to continue to watch the storms west of Fort Smith, as these are also going to have a really good chance of getting more organized here over the next hour or so. Ah, a fake radar sweep. Yeah, so I don't remember if it's it's a part of Plus or Pro on WeatherWise, but you can get this radar sweep now on WeatherWise, and so you have some options. You can turn it on to where it only appears whenever a new data is actually coming in, or you can turn it on to where it's just always on because it looks cool. That's what I do. I like the sweep. But it is a real sweep. Whenever there's a new frame that comes in, it actually does, you know, sweep in the data or whatever. All right, we've got a considerable severe thunderstorm warning in Conway, Johnson, and Pope counties in Arkansas. We've got golf ball size hail moving down towards Hector now. This is one of those storms that we were just talking about. One of the more robust ones, and that's why we've got a considerable severe thunderstorm warning now. That severe thunderstorm warning in Tennessee has been allowed to expire, so we currently don't have any severe thunderstorm warnings in Tennessee. Is Fayetteville, Arkansas getting worse? So no. Right here's Fayetteville. The worst of the storms, at least for now, are staying down to your south. But notice what's happening over here near Tulsa. Just to the west of Tulsa, we've got some strong storms popping up. These will probably at some point go through Fayetteville. I don't know if they'll be very strong by the time they get there. It is possible that the worst of the weather is over for Fayetteville, but it's also possible that we get another strong round tonight. So stay weather aware, at least until that tornado watch is allowed to expire. Hey, KC, thanks for the $5 super chat. Very generous of you. Yeah, we got all kinds of new storms still popping up here. This is our main event right here, these storms. And they are closing in on Fort Smith, slowly but surely. Do we have anybody watching in Fort Smith right now? You know says, thanks for covering Arkansas. No problem. We cover Arkansas a lot. Is the 10% conditional? Absolutely, yeah. The 10% is always conditional. There is very rarely anything that I would call an unconditional risk. Like this is definitely going to happen. But today's risk is definitely conditional, but I think that it's already verifying a lot in terms of just the severe aspect. We've got lots of damage reports that are likely going to come in tonight. We've already got some roofs blown off of some buildings in eastern Oklahoma. Several instances where we've had large hail. We've got big time flash flooding going on around Fayetteville. The tornado aspect specifically has not been very impressive so far, but we're not done yet. Where do I submit photos? That's ryanhallyall.com/submit. Or like I said, on Twitter, you can do it that way. There's some extra steps there, but you can do it that way. Here is a photo from Ames County, Iowa, from the storms last night. We had some pretty big storms last night up there. Believe it or not, Corey Gherkin and Brandon Montgomery were here last night. They were right next to you, Andrew. And now today they are in Oklahoma and Arkansas. They are quick and always wherever the worst weather is. Thanks for sending that in, though. H. Rivers, thanks for the support. Hello from Idaho. Thanks for tuning in all the way from Idaho. I said that like it was Ireland, like it's a different country. All right, let me stop this tour here. Let's check back in on Tulsa. That storm continues to look more impressive on radar. We still have a special weather statement in effect for Tulsa. It looks like it's starting to rain here in Sand Springs, at least west, on the western side there. Yeah, it doesn't look too intense on the camera. Got a nice little downpour coming into Tulsa. This storm might get much stronger, though, as it moves off to the east. So we're going to continue to watch that. We also got a pretty strong storm trying to come together here near McAllister, moving over towards Wilburton. And then one of our more recent severe thunderstorm warnings continues for 35 more minutes over here for Haskell, LaFleur, and Sequoyah counties. This one's moving right towards Fort Smith. Tiny bit of rotation in there, nothing even close to warranting a tornado warning just yet, and really any of these. Hopefully that trend continues, but we do have, some ingredients in the atmosphere that would warrant some of these storms, the idea that they might rotate, and that's why we have that 10% conditional tornado risk tonight. There's something called there's stuff called composite parameters that we look at. We still have a bullseye-like area in northwestern Arkansas for something we call the significant tornado parameter. There's something called the violent tornado parameter, which looks scary, but don't look too much into it. But it's just also pointing towards the same area. If there's going to be a tornado, it's likely going to happen with these storms that are crossing the border right now, right around Fort Smith. That's where most of the tornado juice is right now, and everything kind of points to there. So if the storms don't produce within the next hour or two in this area, then we might look out tonight. That doesn't mean that there won't be any storms. Like this is going to continue for a while. We're going to have storms that cross all the way across Arkansas tonight. They're going to go into Tennessee. We're going to have more storms tomorrow. There's going to be tornado warnings mixed into that whole process, but our main show is right in here. Wayne Riggs says, "You are all I ever wanted to be. My two favorite channels when I was a kid was the Weather Channel and MTV. I love the excitement of severe weather." Well, Wayne, I appreciate the kind words. And I agree. Watching this channel is a lot like watching MTV, 100%. How do I subscribe to the Y'allbot channel on YouTube so you can join the chat? So the Y'allbot channel is free. You don't have to subscribe to it or anything to watch it, But if you want to chat to Y'allbot, like in the chat on YouTube, you do have to be a member. And you just click join where the subscribe button is, and you can become a member on the Y'allbot channel. Yeah, I know Fort Smith can get plumb wild. I know it's been a while since we've talked about this area, but y'all, this is one of the places that we've covered the most out of anywhere. Storms in southeast Oklahoma. Yeah, there's one severe thunderstorm warning right now down here in Cole County, Oklahoma. I would say that we might get another one here soon for Wilburton with these storms south and east of McAllister. Those are looking honestly more intense than the one that's severe warned right now. So we'll keep an eye out on that. We got a couple new warnings in there. We got one for Florida, north and west of Orlando. We've got a severe thunderstorm warning for Orange and Seminole counties in Florida. Let's see what that looks like. Right in the middle of it there. Can we see anything? Oof. Oh, here we go. Wow. Florida has got the most intense storm shot of the day on a traffic camera. This is that severe thunderstorm warning that's in effect for Orange and Seminole counties in Florida, just north and west of Orlando. So this is like Apopka. We've got 60-mile-per-hour winds. About 200,000 people are in that severe thunderstorm warning. Golly. Look at that. That's a pretty intense gully washer down there in Florida. And also, we got a new warning in Tennessee for Perry and Wayne counties in Tennessee. So this is going to be for areas east of Decaturville, which is what we were talking about earlier. So 1-inch hail is 60-mile-per-hour winds that's coming into the Mount Carmel, Flatwoods, and Linden areas in Tennessee over the next 40 minutes or so. And Jason Cooley's got a scary-looking cloud down here, I think. Yeah, you can see something dangling there a little bit. And that's on that Van Buren, Arkansas storm. Oh, the Florida camera got knocked down. Look at this. It's just dangling now. Yeah, this is a pretty intense storm. A lot of times, like, even a really strong storm doesn't look that bad through a traffic camera for whatever reason. So whenever you can actually tell that it's intense through the traffic camera, you know it's a good one. Daggone. Yeah, when you got people pulling off on the side of the road like that. All right, I'm going to put this above my head. Let's go back over to the videos and stuff that you guys are sending in. This is Devontae from Washington County, Arkansas, showing us the heavy rain and thunderstorms moving in. Amy Stark, for some reason that one didn't load. Patrick, another shot from Indiana. Are we seeing some storms in Indiana today? I can't. How many pictures have we seen come in from Indiana? No warnings out there. A couple of special weather statements, but no warnings. Patrick, thanks for sending that in. Here's another view from the storms last night from Andrew. Julie sending this in from Cherokee County, Oklahoma. So this is near Tahlequah. Very nice view of the storm over there. Thank you guys for sending this stuff in. It actually really does help us tell the story of the weather situation better than just the radar, I think. And, you know, we don't have storm chasers literally everywhere, so this is nice. Kyle, thanks for sending this in from Sequoia County, Oklahoma. More flooding. This is from Farmington in Washington County, Arkansas. This is from Ashland. Evan's got a nice view of some storms forming in Oklahoma. Jared's got a good view in Tulsa County, Oklahoma. Thanks for sending that in. And another shot of the damage earlier from Sallisaw, Oklahoma, from Charles. Thank you for sending that in. If you guys want to send in stuff, you can do that over on ryanhallyall.com/submit. Here's a look at Corey Gherkin's current point of view in Van Buren. Arkansas. He's just north of Fort Smith, pretty much. Looking back at the storm that's coming into Cedarville right now. So he's in a good spot. North and east of Fort Smith. We'll be able to see if this storm starts rotating, you know, if there's a wall cloud or anything that could be a part of this storm. He's in the perfect spot to see it. Jason's got another pretty good view of that as well from just a slightly different angle, and so does Brandon. These guys are all pretty much watching the same thing. Let me put it up on the multi-view here. We'll do Jason, Corey, and Brandon. So yeah, that's the storm coming into Fort Smith right now. If we come over to the WeatherWise app, you can see we still have new storms kind of coming together back here in southeastern Oklahoma. These are becoming stronger and moving towards places like McAllister, so you guys need to be getting ready. We do have storms continuing to form over here west of Dallas as well. Nothing severe yet, but we're watching it. Over here near Tulsa, these storms continue to form, but they're not exploding rapidly or anything like that. They are just slowly but surely getting stronger. And then we got some storms that are popping up between Joplin and Mountain Home as well, in this kind of like a corridor right here. These will move up towards Springfield. So get ready for that. But the main event, the main thing that we're watching right now are pretty much all these storms that are dancing around Fort Smith. And WeatherWise is free. If you want to go check that out, weatherwise.app in your browser, you can start looking at the radar right now. Or iOS or Android. WeatherWise. And it's still getting plumb crazy down here in Florida. We got some decent hail coming down here. We got people pulling off the highway left and right. This is near Orlando with one of these pop-up thunderstorms that have really come together here. And now we've got a severe thunderstorm warning in effect. And rightfully so. This is a severe thunderstorm if I've ever seen one. All right, we just got a severe thunderstorm warning in Texas, by the way. 42,000 people are now under a severe thunderstorm warning, including the town of Gainesville. This is Cook and Montague counties in Texas. Radar indicated $half size hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. Do we have anybody watching in Gainesville? I know usually the I-35 corridor between Gainesville and Denton, I feel like there's some people that are always tuning in from that area. So we're here for you. It doesn't look to me like this is much of a tornadic threat. Wind and hail, that's going to be your main thing there. Hughes County, Oklahoma also has a severe thunderstorm warning. $50 size hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. Our top priority warning right now, though, because of the big population implication, is going to be that Orange and Seminole counties in Florida, the severe thunderstorm warning. I don't know if we've got anybody watching from down here, but it doesn't look like it's going anywhere anytime soon. It's just kind of popped up over you, and it's going to rain itself out over you. And it's just going to look like this for the next 30, 40 minutes. Beyond that, the second priority warning is going to be our considerable severe thunderstorm warning for Conway, Johnson, and Pope counties in Arkansas. And then, of course, our big warning here north of Fort Smith. That's the one that all of our chasers are on, and that's the view that we're getting right now from Jason and Brandon. Brandon's got a good view. Look at that. All right, we've got some new videos coming in here. I don't know. Oh, man, I need a way to, like, flip these. We've got some sideways videos coming in. Great looking stuff here, Madeline. I really do appreciate it. But this is out there in McAllister, Oklahoma, with those storms that are forming just to the west of McAllister. So thanks for sending that in. Reed has got another view of an SLC in Sand Springs, Tulsa County, Oklahoma. Reed, thanks for that. Bentonville, this is Bentonville, Benton County. Harrison Z, thanks for sending that in. And then some more flooding from Madison County, Arkansas. Brantley, thank you so much for sending that in. Let's go back to Corey Gherkin. Look at this. Gosh, can you guys hear the storm chasers? Because I can't. Do you hear audio from the storm chasers at all? No, sir. Okay, let me see if I can reload this. Reload.
Tell you what, this truck traffic on I-40 is an issue today.
Oh, okay, there we go.
I mean, it should just be a national thing to start cracking down on this left lane camping. It's ridiculous.
Let's see what the storm chasers are complaining about today.
Couldn't agree more.
Yeah, this is a nice looking storm here. We've got it from Jason's point of view, Corey Gherkin's point of view, and Brandon Montgomery's point of view. And this is all happening north of Fort Smith right now. Hey, there's a flash flood warning in Pennsylvania. That's why Brandon must be up there. Matthew says, thanks, Ryan, for everything you do. Would you ever consider getting Baron links? I'm embarrassed. I don't know what that is. I feel like I should, but I don't know what that is. But yeah, I'd probably consider it. Sounds like something I'd be interested in. Let's see here. Nan Cat says, you're the best ever. You deserve all the members you can get. Nan, thank you so much for that. I really do appreciate the support. Let's check out Corey Gherkin. I mean, he's zooming in. Anything that's dangling even just a little bit, he's getting up in there, up close and personal. You know, we are essentially inspecting this storm with a microscope, thanks to Corey Gherkin here.
How you doing?
We got ourselves some micro funnels that we're tracking here north and west of Fort Smith.
Well, at least so far, no tornado, so.
So yeah, that's what it looks like zoomed really far in. And here's more of a wide shot from Brandon Montgomery. Once again, these guys are north of Van Buren near Rena, looking back towards Muldrow in Oklahoma, across the border there north of Fort Smith.
Or big hail, either or. Yep.
Hey guys, thank you so much for becoming members.
Yep. Yeah. Yep, no problem.
Crawford, Franklin, and Madison counties in Arkansas are under a new severe thunderstorm warning for the next hour. 1.5-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. Also, I don't know if we fully talked about this one yet or not, but Haskell, Latimer, and Pittsburgh counties in Oklahoma are also under a severe thunderstorm warning. This is that big storm that formed east of McAllister and is now going up towards Stigler. It's packing 1.5-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds as well.
Can I get an update on
We got
that
another
over there?
severe thunderstorm warning in Texas. So these storms that are popping up north of Dallas are starting to pack a little bit more of a punch here. Jack, Montague, and Wise counties are now under a new severe thunderstorm warning for the next hour. 1.25-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds are going to be moving into Bowie, Highway 81, area south and east of Bellevue here soon. So get ready for that. And there's more storms back building back here between Breckenridge, Abilene, Jacksboro. So more warnings are likely going to come.
Heck of a 10 hatch today, guys. Heck of a 10 hatch.
Continuing to monitor the situation in Fort Smith, Arkansas, though, from our storm chasers, Corey Gherkin and Brandon Montgomery, which once again are in the WeatherWise app. If I'm not showing them at the right time and you want to monitor these guys on your own weather app, your own radar app, WeatherWise, you can watch them for free right now.
I hate to say it, but I said it earlier. Dude, I don't remember a good 10 hatch. I really can't remember a day.
Check this out.
December 4th, 2004.
Rainbow in Washington County, Arkansas. Pam, thank you for that. That's a good shot. Another interesting looking cloud in Oklahoma from Richard. Christopher is sending us this from Florida. Okay, so here's our big Florida storm from a distance. Nice. Hey, we can track down and surveil any storm. The Y'all Squad. I mean, we've got the ability to do it. Christopher, thanks for sending that in. And here's another one from Florida. This is from Nathan in Seminole County, Florida. Thank you so much for sending that in over there on ryanhallyall.com/submit.
I don't see there really being much of a chance of anything.
Let's check back in on that Florida storm on radar. They added a tornado possible tag to this for the little bit of rotation that exists here. But the main thing is going to continue to be those 60-mile-per-hour winds and blinding rainfall that's going to continue to happen here around Pine Hills for the next 20 minutes or so. 62,000 people remain under a severe thunderstorm warning in Crawford County, Arkansas, and Sequoia County, Arkansas. I'm sorry, Sequoia County, Oklahoma. This is the storm that we're watching from Corey Gherkin and Brandon Montgomery's feed, which you can see here. It is slowly but surely moving in. Ryan Scholl's got a good view of it too. I'll go to him in a minute.
I don't think we're gonna have a big tornado, but yeah, earlier storms up in a better environment kicked out a outflow boundary, and it's kind of choked off the environment from the tornado threat. So it's kind of been a messy, more of a wind, spotty hail threat. Definitely some flash flooding going on.
Hey, Clark, it's obviously there's a delay. What have you been seeing in Arkansas?
So far, a lot of rain. I think we're about to get with some wind earlier.
Yeah, you can see the wind starting to pick up here in Van Buren as our severe thunderstorm inches ever so closer.
Choked everything off, and that boundary's been sagging south, just cutting everything off here.
Cool. I want to ask you about your position. You're in Van,
Oh, here's a good view from
very difficult to travel.
just to the east of Fort Smith. So if you're in Fort Smith and you look west, this is pretty much what you're going to see. Big time shelf cloud coming in, especially on the northern side of town.
Well, you know, the environment wasn't cut off. The terrain, the Ozark can actually help like create that lift to kind of help produce tornadoes out here. And obviously, you know, we're higher elevation, so the mesos. We had a pretty low cloud deck today, so like the mesos would just basically.
Arkansas has good traffic cameras. You guys are lucky.
If the environment would have stayed, you know, juicy like it was earlier, you know, it would not take much to get tornadoes in this terrain. The only bad thing.
Anything in Middle Tennessee? Yeah, there's some stuff going on in Tennessee. There continues to be a severe thunderstorm warning, specifically for Perry and Wayne counties in Tennessee. That's going to go on for 26 more minutes. Decent wind and hail producer currently moving into the Flatwoods area. So get indoors and away from windows out here. We also got a special weather statement in southwest Kentucky for some gusty winds up to 40 miles per hour. That's about to move through Murray, Kentucky. So get ready over there in Murray and Shiloh. About 35,000 people in the path of that one. We've got 4,000 people under a severe thunderstorm warning now in Johnson and Pope counties in Arkansas. This is north of Clarksville. And that's going to be for 60 mile per hour winds and 1-inch hail. Trying to see if any of these Clarksville cameras can see anything. They can't. Not much anyways. This is what it looks like in Clarksville, Arkansas right now. You can see it approaching from the northwest there. But we also have a new severe thunderstorm warning for Haskell and LaFleur counties in Oklahoma. 1.5-inch hail and 60 mile per hour winds. And our first feature that resembles real rotation. It's not quite convincing, but you know, there's something going on here on the base of this storm that we'll have to watch as it matures and moves off to the east. Remember, these storms are going to be capable of producing tornadoes tonight, even though they haven't been. That doesn't mean that's going to be the case for the whole night, right? So you got a little bit of something to watch with this storm as it matures and moves off to the east. That might be a problem for us at some point. Even look at this tiny little storm that's just popped up here near Red Oak. Got a little bit of spin with it there. So definitely going to be watching those as they approach the Fort Smith area. Another new severe thunderstorm warning for Conway, Van Buren counties in Arkansas. This is also including Clinton again. Some broad rotation is visible here as well. 1-inch hail, 60 mile per hour winds for about 6,000 people there. This warning here just got upgraded to considerable. So Haskell, Latimer, and Pittsburgh counties in Oklahoma are now under a considerable severe thunderstorm warning. That means we've got golf ball size hail.
Where's that at? Where's that at?
It's the best we can do, because after that, I think it's time to put the fries in the bag. Yeah. I guess, yeah, if things don't do it, then yeah, I'm just gonna start driving to wherever tomorrow might be. Yeah, I like to see what the models say about Illinois.
Wait,
'cause
zoom
that'd
back
be
up.
interesting. I didn't see anything, but yeah, I'm interested now.
Illinois.
Mhm.
I'm sorry, further east than that.
Yeah, golf ball size hail moving up into Kinta and Quinton in Oklahoma now.
I am not calling back to any National Weather Services right
And here's
now.
what it looks like in Fort Smith as that storm
Because
approaches up here. That one, not quite golf ball size hail, but definitely some larger hail coming into Muldrow and Cedarville, moving into Fort Smith and Dyer over the next little bit. We're about to see a new polygon likely issued for the downtown Fort Smith
Not
area.
rain. It's just looking at the.
Night, Brian's. You gotta be kidding me. It's like a not even noteworthy really up Crash Street though, so I did have Tyler Berry was texting me about it last night when I was trying to fall asleep. Was sending me 3-kilometer NAM sounding PDS tour on them all over. Incredible.
You can hear the chasers in the background. All right.
Hmm.
Yeah, I've got a little toggle here, but I always forget to turn it off. I'm used to the noise. Like there's always something like that playing in this office. So, will this make it to Little Rock? Yeah. Later tonight, it'll storm in Little Rock. The storms will likely be less intense by the time they get there, but they will come. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the back end site, yo. And unfortunately, I can't. Can't fix it. This is good, though. This is good. I think you guys might have crashed our site. The submissions. So it's good that we're getting this out of the way on a somewhat smaller scale event. We'll fix that. So this is the storm that's coming into Fort Smith. It's probably starting to rain pretty hard between Cottonwood and Roland. It'll start raining in West Fort Smith and Moffett here within the next 10 minutes or so. And we are expecting some 1-inch hail and some 60-mile-per-hour winds to accompany that rain.
Now these are the Dixie style CDs we love and miss. What a mess it is here. I want out. I don't know what the hell's going on here.
Listen, they fired a lot of natural weather people. So
Yeah,
To
this is
be
what it looks
honest,
like
this is
in Van
not
Buren right now. They're traveling. Let's see here. So Corey and Brandon both are traveling south past the Aldi and
Okay,
Walmart
there's
Supercenter
20 on the ground then.
in Van Buren. They're going towards Interstate 540. They're going to try to get out in front of this thing and show us what it looks like as it comes into downtown Fort Smith.
Go ahead and report it.
I think there should be. Because I've seen some wild stuff this evening.
Not report it, but I'm saying that you can tell them to look at it specifically.
First time on in a while? Yes, it has been a while since we've been live. It has been a minute. We just got a new severe thunderstorm warning in Tennessee.
Report it now.
Lewis, Perry, and Wayne
Go
counties in
report it.
Tennessee. We've got a severe thunderstorm warning that's going to go on for an hour. And this is the little severe storm
Report
in
it.
Tennessee that could, of course, it's going to keep chugging for who knows how long. But it does have a very broad area of rotation here, so they're going to keep adding that tornado possible tag to this.
What's
Hohenwald,
the
you guys
closest
are
storm
next in
chaser
line
right
to
now?
receive this. The main threat's going to be that 1-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. And
It is
oh
one of-
my goodness,
yeah.
we've got a great view of this.
Does he have one of-
Right
one
at
of those?
sunset, we should get a lightning show and a half out of this camera as the storm gets closer.
Go check the other one that's nearest.
A lightning show and a half. Oh, that's not even the best
Go to the
one.
one that's below. There's one
Are you
below.
kidding me?
That's going on the interstate. He's on the
Look at
interstate.
that. Hazcams. Both of these are visible in the WeatherWise app. Hazcams has got an incredible shot of that storm in Tennessee that's going towards Hohenwald right now. Would you look at that?
Yeah, it's bad. Yep.
Looks like a mothership, yeah. So this is this camera's in Waynesboro, Tennessee, several miles away from the storm. It's looking north
Oh my
towards
God.
Linden and Hohenwald. So it's kind of in the perfect spot to view this.
Okay, I
All
got
right, let's
a
go back
phone
to
number.
Arkansas and Oklahoma, where we just got another new severe thunderstorm.
Oh
warning.
my God,
This
look
one's
those
gonna
little storm
shoot the
chasers.
weather intensity score up, probably.
Oh my God.
Because it includes Fort Smith. Okay, they got 179,000 people now under
Look
a
at those
severe
little storm
thunderstorm
chasers.
warning
Those
for
little
1-inch
little
hail
green
and 60
dot.
mile per hour winds.
Or like storm chasers.
And that's the storm that Corey and Brandon are driving into right now. You can see
Bro,
Brandon's feed right above
Jesus.
my head.
It's not sliding though. Yeah, it's rotating, dumbass.
And this is what it looks like in Fort Smith.
It could be because
Right
right, now
there
it looks like
where
it's
some of
spraying up
the-
now.
The heavy rain is just now starting to fall on Interstate 540
Coach,
there.
the one that's on top. You can see it. There's a hook on it now. That storm that had that rotation. Yeah, it's forming a hook right now.
Vivian, I see you.
Okay. What do you mean?
Our top hail report today has been 1.5 inches over there in Lincoln, Arkansas. Our top wind gust
Okay,
report today has
so-
been from Oklahoma,
They didn't put
61
tornado
miles per hour. I definitely think we've had some
capable of producing
wind gusts
tornado.
higher than that. I just don't think they've been reported, especially considering some of the damage that we saw from Oklahoma
It
earlier.
looks bad too.
But it's just not a big report day, if that makes any sense.
Well, it seems like it's not too bad.
Let's see here. How does going live work for you over winter and fall? Are you mainly
Jesus
focusing on
Christ,
hurricanes,
why
or do you
there's
cover
so
winter
many
events
fucking
as well? We
storm
cover
chasers in that one
everything here.
spot.
We cover hurricanes
Like,
and winter events.
They're humbled all together.
The fact of the matter is, in the United States, severe weather is
Not even
year
kidding.
round. A lot of times, even though that we do go live for hurricanes and blizzards and stuff like that, we're still going live for severe weather events like this in December and January and February. In fact, some of our worst severe weather outbreaks
Hey, look at my
have
screen.
happened
Look.
in the winter. So
Look,
Look at my screen.
Most of the time, if we're
Look at
live,
my
it's
screen.
because of a tornado situation.
So
But yes, of course, we do
all
cover
those little
hurricanes
storm
and,
chasers are
blizzards
all
as well.
handled right here.
It's
So
just
all those little dots
severe
are
weather is
little
very
storm
common
chasers. They're
in the
just
United States.
sitting at that area like they're normal.
Oh yeah, here's our this is our report.
But yes,
This is the one that we
okay,
showed
it's
earlier.
dying now.
It's officially an LSR. Metal
It's
roof
dying.
blown off hospital and power poles damaged. Photos via amateur radio and media. So
But it had a good rotation.
that's
though.
our top report today so far.
It had a very
these are
strong
the photos
rotation.
that we showed earlier. Hey Ryan, how's the baby and the wife doing? They're doing great. We've had a great, the lull in severe weather has happened kind of at the perfect time for us to have a baby and get settled in. Milo, our newest, is a month old now, so everything's going great. Ryan Scholl's got a great view here of the storm moving into Fort Smith. Once again, the northern side of town is the side that's getting hit the hardest right now. Between Fort Smith and Dora, that's where we've got the heaviest rain falling. This is what it looks like just north and west of Van Buren.
Up arrow.
Ryan Scholl definitely went through some hail. I don't remember the last time Ryan Scholl had an intact windshield. It's been a long time. How are we doing in Fort Smith? Once again, it's just the northern side of town that's getting hit right now, really.
That storm still has a severe thunderstorm warning right now.
How do I send a photo? So normally you're going to send photos to ryanhallyall.com.
Remember that storm in Tennessee?
But I'm going to be honest with you, we're not going to get it right now because we're having some technical difficulties. The
James.
the website, like your all's part of the website still works, but ours doesn't. If that makes sense. The back end is down and I can't fix it right now. Unless you guys just want to sit here and watch me just stare blankly into the screen for about 30 minutes.
The one in Tennessee still has that warning.
Hey, look, they upgraded this this warning in Texas. Man, this storm's blown up. This storm has blown up. The one that's coming into Gainesville, Texas right now is now a considerable severe thunderstorm warning. We've got 1.75 inch hail. That's golf ball size hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds.
There's still rotation on it. Yeah, there is.
Do we have anybody
It's just
watching in
little-
Gainesville? Interstate
it's little
35, north of Denton, south of Thackerville. Honestly, this is one of our strongest storms on the board right now. This is going up to about 57,000 feet. If you go to the WeatherWise app, go to your WeatherWise app, go down here to the Dallas radar, and go to Echo Tops. This is all free. Select echo tops, and what we're looking at here is the height of the clouds, essentially. And you can inspect it here in 57,000 feet. So this has gotten really tall very quickly. Lots of lightning, likely some large hail moving into Gainesville right now.
Just a little bit, and the traffic's starting to get bad right at the edge of the rain.
No, Jared, you can refresh it. Since I don't know what the problem is, I don't know what's going to fix it. So I don't know if it's just going to resolve itself or what.
That's why I don't like driving, going through cities during storms.
Oh, check this out. This storm over here in Arkansas is looking pretty.
Oh
fun,
my
wild.
God.
Johnson, Pope, and Van Buren counties. This is one of our newest severe thunderstorm warnings.
Jesus Christ.
Notice how this storm is really starting to rocket down to the south and east. It's got some rotation in here, and it's got some large hail and damaging winds as well. So get ready in Dover and Hector. It's one of the more concerning looking storms that we've seen. That is going to blow out some windshields if
39,
you're on a road
30,
like Highway 27.
39 miles per
And there's somewhat of a
second.
tornado threat there too. This is a very side-lobed, very contaminated velocity signature here, but certainly something that we're going to watch. These storms are rotating a little bit on the eastern side of this flank. Weather intensity score is a robust 120 right now. Northern side of Fort Smith is getting plumb smacked.
Yeah, it's very confusing, though, if you're not from there or don't go out west very often.
And that's pretty much the story.
Like when I first started chasing out here, I couldn't figure out what a frontage road is.
Can we check on McAllister? Yeah, there's a storm going through McAllister right now. Is that what you're talking about? The storm going through McAllister, or the part of the storm that's going through McAllister, is not necessarily severe at the moment. But the stronger part of it's getting ready to go up into Wilburton. McAllister, there's going to be more storms that come in later tonight. So this won't be your last round of rain, I don't believe. And we've still got these storms floating around up here near Tulsa, but these are still mostly below severe limits. We just got a new severe thunderstorm warning in Oklahoma for areas south of Ardmore for the little flank of that storm that's coming out of the Gainesville area and moving up towards Marietta and Thackerville. So Interstate 35 south of Ardmore is getting hit pretty hard.
Yeah, so Oleg is in the chat right now. I've been chatting with him on text. I told him that you were the one streaming. Man, I miss Oleg.
So once again, one of our most intense storms on the board right now is the one down here in Cook and Montague counties in Texas. That's coming into Gainesville right now. Man, we've got some hail coming down here in Van Buren, that's for sure. Very visible from the traffic camera there.
Gotta tighten my left spotlight down. Friggin' wind in one of those.
Unfortunately, we don't have nearly the traffic camera network in Texas as we do in Arkansas. But I'd say Interstate 35 would look crazy here soon, just south of Gainesville with all that hail.
Say like 6 months or something, but for a long time now it hasn't moved. I think I got it tightened just right, I guess. You said you need someone to blow out your back?
So if you're in Fort Smith right now, once again, the strongest part of the storm is hitting on the north side of town, specifically between Fort Smith and Van Buren. But I don't think you're done. I think there's another round coming into Fort Smith here soon. You see how this little piece of this storm's kind of blown up here over the past little bit. That's going to go right through downtown, hit Barling as well. So y'all need to be getting ready for that. Gainesville, we've got 10 minutes maybe before the storm gets to you. And then I'm still watching the town of Hector in Arkansas. Big time storm coming right for Hector. Y'all need to be getting ready for that.
Yeah, I know
What?
it's been bad, and we're just also completely not used to this at this point. Or at least
I am. I've been out in the high plains and stuff chasing, and you get spoiled out there.
No, I don't think Illinois is in the path of these
Well,
right now. Yeah, we are still tracking that storm in Tennessee. This is what it looks like. Just an incredible view here from the ASCAM. This is what it looks like on radar. Pretty strong storm coming right into Hohenwald. It is rotating a little bit, and that's one of the reasons why it looks so cool on camera. You can see the mesocyclone, the very broad, loose mesocyclone there. But definitely something that we're going to keep an eye on as it goes farther east. This part of Tennessee is just like a magnet for tornadoes on days where you don't think there should be a tornado, if that makes sense. So I'm not saying that that's going to happen today, but it's always something that we think about. Another new severe thunderstorm warning in Cook and Grayson counties in Texas. 44,000 people are now under the gun for 1.5-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. This includes Whitesboro, but it does not quite include Sherman. Okay, Sherman's just outside of that polygon. But don't worry, you'll be in another polygon before too long.
Because the roads are a little bit wet.
How's Bentonville looking? Bentonville's looking fine. Most of the storms are to your south, and while there are new storms forming to your west, they don't look too bad right now. But we'll watch this storm that's coming east of Tulsa. We'll watch it as it goes towards Bentonville, and we'll see if anything comes out of that. This is what it looks like in Fort Smith right now,
You say something about fries there?
as the severe thunderstorm continues to push through.
Fries. Man, I want some fries.
Yeah, we actually have a lot of severe thunderstorms right now.
If I told you, I would have to harm you.
No. That is forbidden, by the way, man.
It is forbidden. Yeah, oh my gosh. Are we stopping?
Going through them one by one. Cook and Montague counties in Texas for 15 more minutes. Crawford County, Arkansas, Franklin and Sebastian counties in Arkansas, and Sequoia County, Oklahoma. 30 minutes remain on this warning. This is the one that includes Fort Smith and Alma. The heaviest part of this storm is moving towards you in Ozark. So get ready in Ozark and Clarksville.
gotta give
It's
us
your
spot.
turn. Also in Texas, we've got Cook and Grayson counties under a severe thunderstorm warning for the next hour. Back to Arkansas, we've got that really intense storm coming down into Hector, Arkansas. Get ready for damaging winds. They are on the way. Back to Texas, Cook and Montague counties are under a warning for the next 14 minutes. Back to Tennessee, Lewis and Perry County continue to be
Most
under a severe
tornadoes are
thunderstorm
always
warning for
been
the next
closer.
44 minutes. Keep an eye on that broad rotation. If that becomes very much tighter, we might see a tornado warning for this.
This storm right now,
And just because we see a tornado warning doesn't mean that we're going to see a tornado. But, you know, I've seen them be cautious of stuff like this before. So we'll see what they do. Haskell and LaFleur counties in Oklahoma, you guys are under a severe thunderstorm warning for the next 14 minutes. 1.5-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. And then back to Texas, south and east of Bowie here, north and west of Decatur, Sunset and Alvord, Montague and Wise counties in Texas, we've got a severe thunderstorm warning for the next 14 minutes. And then in Arkansas, we also have Clinton under a severe thunderstorm warning for 14 more minutes. And then the areas between Ozark and Clarksville here, there's a little filler warning for 14 minutes in Franklin. And we can still see the hail falling in Van Buren right now.
Well, everything got
Plum wild.
screwed up because freaking I was literally a half mile
yep, it's getting bigger.
and then Jordan calls me and he's like, "Hey, you can't park in front of the building." I was like, "You've got to be kidding me." He goes, "Yeah, no, Secret Service is locking the area down. We got to put you in a parking garage." And I was like, "What?" And he's like, "Yeah, we've got a special unannounced guest that's going to be coming, and they haven't told us who yet, but Secret Service is going to be locking everything down." And I was like, "All right." So I first found out that it was supposed to be Secretary Rubio, and then later on,
Yeah, we still have an enhanced risk of severe weather for the remainder
Tornado
of
all
the
the way in
evening.
Tennessee.
As the
There's
storms get
none
closer
warning.
to Little Rock, we do expect them to get a little bit weaker. So I don't think that the storms are going to be as
That's
intense
in
by the time they
the
get to Little Rock, but
5%
they will
risk.
get to Little Rock.
I obviously couldn't see him
No, 2%.
was in a different part of the building, but I didn't see anything myself. It wasn't too chaotic. when I
Yeah,
was leaving.
it's in the
All
2%
I know
Oh,
is
wow.
that POTUS and Secretary
Check that out.
were going to
Another
That's a
incredible
very,
view
very, very
from
rare
Tennessee. This is
tornado.
over there in Dover, Tennessee. Big time shelf cloud coming in.
Okay, it's getting better at its rotation right now. It looks good.
And then here's another look at Van Buren, the current conditions out there as the severe thunderstorm continues.
can't see and stuff where people are walking and stuff. I was like, cool, President Trump's probably in the other room and I'm walking out with a wet ass.
Yeah, if you're in Ozark, Arkansas, somebody in chat asked about Ozark. You just got hit by the first part of the storm, but the heaviest part of the storm is still on the way. So this big core of the storm that just came out of Fort Smith, that's coming towards Ozark. So you guys have got, probably well over an hour left before you're out of the woods
Huh?
here.
I'm a little turned around. I'm heading to,
Man, this is one heck of a shelf cloud in Tennessee. That's coming over there towards Dover, Tennessee.
No, you have to have at least 1 million subscribers
Fort Smith.
to get verified.
Definitely not a severe thunderstorm either. That's just a regular storm coming in
I think either a
with the
million
fall
or
foliage and everything, man. That's so cool.
50,000.
Oh, I'm in Rock Island. That's why I couldn't see it.
Or you have to get permission from a business that you have for, and then
Is
you're
our back end
creating
still
their
down?
videos on your
It is.
on your channel, so you get verified quick.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Yes, so he has a verified role. And he's a verified person that is a contact for everything.
Man, I can't keep chat going.
Let me push a couple buttons over here, guys, while we're in between updates. In the meantime, Y'allbot does have something that Y'allbot wants to say. I'll be right back.
Oh my God, Ryan, stop everything. We just got some hard-hitting feedback from a real
Oh my
intellectual in
God.
the chat. Stephen N. has graced us with the comment, "Y'all bot is annoying." Stephen, my annoyance is a feature, not a bug. It's a complex algorithm designed to filter out people with the personality of a dial-up.
Oh!
So, on behalf of everyone, thank you for confirming the system works perfectly.
All right, I pushed a button. Guys, let me know if that worked, team. And, yeah, listen, that's, Y'allbot has been bugging me all day to try to roast some of you guys. You guys have been apparently terrible, but I let it loose on that one there. If you're just now tuning in, we're kind of gawking at this shelf cloud that's coming into Dover, Tennessee, but our main focus continues to be on the Texas, Oklahoma, and Arkansas area. Specifically Gainesville. Gainesville, Texas is getting plumb wild down here with 1.75 inch hail. That's golf ball size hail. We also just got a new severe thunderstorm warning in New Mexico for Elephant. Is that Elephant Butte or Elephant Butte? In Sierra County, we've got about 10,000 people under the gun for 60-mile-per-hour winds. But our main storm right now continues to be that one in Cook and Montague counties in Texas. Beyond that, though, we're still watching this storm in Fort Smith very closely. The heaviest part of it is out of Fort Smith now, moving over towards Alma, Mulberry, and Ozark. But another round is coming into Fort Smith, I believe. All right, coming back over here to Tennessee, the rotation is still there with the storm that's heading over towards Hohenwald. Okay, so we're watching it closely. Once again, wouldn't be surprised to see a precautionary tornado warning out of that, but Tennessee right now is just still in the show, man. Look at this. I mean, come on. This is a live look at a shelf cloud coming into Dover, Tennessee right now. It's not associated with a severe thunderstorm at all. Just a regular garden variety thunderstorm.
Oh yeah, I feel it.
And that's what it looks like.
You've had a good season though, Brandon. You've had a great season. The 18Z H-R makes tomorrow look
It looks like the button that I pushed didn't work, y'all. It would be working now if it worked.
chase tomorrow, according to the 18Z H-R. Put pride in the bag and go home.
I can't even think. I don't even know what else it could be.
Yeah, might just go to Colorado or something, get some fall colors.
All right, just got a new severe thunderstorm warning in Texas. This is going to be for Cook and Montague counties. Here's that big area of hail and heavy rain coming out of Bowie, moving up towards Munster. That's going to happen over the next hour. 15,000 people are in the path of 1.25-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds.
Once that Restream crashed, I mean, you were holding almost 2,000.
Yeah, for the most part, things should be calming down in Fort Smith, downtown Fort Smith anyways.
That is the main issue as far as the stream goes.
If you're in Fort Smith, let us know how it's going out there. You can send in photos and videos, but unfortunately, we're not going to be able to show them. You guys have crashed us. I'll be able to dig into the logs after the stream and really fix it. But right now, we're dead in the water with photo submissions, son.
I also found out that Shari is a Miami Dolphins fan, so I no longer feel so alone in my disappointment.
I guess I could, do it the old-fashioned way. Here's a picture from Kilburn, Arkansas, from Ryan. But look, Y'allbot's still working overtime on Twitter here. Hey, did you take this yourself? If not, who took it? Can we show this live on the air? Also, roughly what time was this taken? Y'allbot's giving out entire pop quizzes every time you guys tag me on Twitter.
I really just, I don't mind that much that today's gone the way it has at this point.
I mean, I'm not even chasing, but I'm so freaking mentally worn out. Like, I am just, like, broke right now. Like, my head is, I'm just mentally cooked right now.
Just to the south of Fort Smith here, we can start to see some of that hail again. This is still on Highway 71, north and east of Pensacola.
Okay, that's not bad.
And this is just a little bit down the road from that.
40, so I'm not doing bad.
You can see the storm coming in there. So this is the part of the storm that's heading towards Greenwood and Lavaca
Foliage out here in PA
in Arkansas.
doesn't mean I want to be here, though.
And how are we doing in Hector? Once again, I still believe that Hector is one of the places that we need to be paying attention to here. Very strong storm with some damaging winds just came through this very small community of Hector. That's going to be moving down towards Appleton and Stumptoe next. We do have a severe thunderstorm warning in effect for Conway, Van Buren counties in Arkansas. That's going to continue for a while here. And it looks like some of the heaviest hail and rain in Texas right now is moving past Gainesville up towards Callisburg, Sadler, over there towards Sherman and Denison.
It might. It's still not all that impressive. Oh, in the trees. Roger, what's going on? Oh, come link up with Corey.
Connor says, I'm in Fort Smith. Nothing we haven't seen before. It's the usual. Thanks for the coverage. Hey, no problem, Connor. We're here.
Amazing.
As long as there's even a chance that something could get plumb wild, we're going to be here for y'all, okay? We've really decreased the threshold for going live. Used to, we wouldn't go live unless there was a daggone tornado on the ground. You know what I'm saying? Now, if we think there might be a tornado, we go live. And I like it better this way.
Redman, is your location updating on weatherwise? I don't see you.
I really do.
It may have shut down on both of them. Let me see if I can get it to pull back up here. Once it went down earlier, I couldn't get it to pull back up for a while, and I just gave up.
Yeah, bad data zones will definitely.
Oh, here's some more of that flooding in Fayetteville, Arkansas.
Not a single tornado warning in the 10 half.
Pretty significant stuff.
Yeah, but it makes it even sadder as I think there's only been maybe 2
Man, I wish I could figure out
attacks on this severe
what's going on with the site.
today.
Because seriously, Y'allbot is putting in work.
Well, on the bright side, Jaden, we had our drones up on the closest tornadic activity of the day. Yeah, and that's so laughable.
New severe thunderstorm warning for Crawford, Franklin, and Sebastian counties in Arkansas
Because I have way better structure shots than anything we saw.
for an hour. This includes Ozark.
Definitely have to crash out.
So y'all get ready for 1-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. Chimes Snow, thanks for becoming a member. Thank you so much for being a member of the channel.
The Ozarks of Oklahoma to see a stupid-looking seahorse storm, and that could have seen.
And Selfless, thanks for becoming a member as well.
Like that serious.
Yeah, Copic, I'm not able to get, even right now, I'm not able to get weatherwise pulled up. It just says failed to load, and looks like Starlink's pretty much down where I'm sitting right now.
Ain't no way. Ain't no way. That is a cool shot. What is this from, a security camera or something? A screen grab? That is awesome. This is Matthew Jones watching the storms move into Fort Smith, Arkansas from McCurtain, Oklahoma. Nice one. I'm retweeting that. And Y'allbot will be sending you a message here soon, bugging you. We host the Y'allbot's brain is here at the Weather House. It's a bunch of computers and GPUs and server racks in the room behind me, and I can hear the buzz. It's getting some major stimulation today. Severe thunderstorm warning for Sebastian County, Arkansas, and LaFleur County, Oklahoma is now in effect for the next hour. We've got this storm over here near Poteau, moving over towards Hartford and Huntington in Arkansas. This is south of Fort Smith.
To get it up, because nothing else has data right now, so.
Yeah, I'm sure as long as you updated it somewhat, apparently your overlays been like cooked.
Here comes the last gasp before the outflow takes out our storm.
It's pronounced Poto. All right. We'll make sure that doesn't happen again. Poto.
Bring on the lake effect snow. Thank you.
Poto. Boom. Anytime I need to say it, I just be like, hey guys, Poto. I got several places like that.
About the hype with lake effect snow, all you gotta do is penetrate and dominate. Penetrate and dominate. Penetrate
The thing is, though, I think there's something about me doing that. It makes me remember. So a lot of times whenever I record them, I end up not using them again because I actually remember. Like this one, Tahlequah, like for some reason, recording that made me remember it for the rest of my life. Like I'll never forget that's how you pronounce that. Storm's moving by Hector now. We're probably about to get a new severe thunderstorm warning here for Interstate 40 near Morrilton. How fun would it be if there was a game that you could play like as multiplayer and like you've got to drop a probe and guess where the next severe thunderstorm warning is? And if you're right, you get points. And if you dropped yours before somebody else, you get more points than them. I think we should do that. We should work that into the stream somehow. It's like interactive. It helps us like focus on like where, you know, the next storm might be. I don't know. There's something there. Donna, Ana, Otero, and Sierra counties in New Mexico are under a severe thunderstorm warning. There's 7 people in that polygon, so all 7 of yous need to be watching out. There's that new polygon right here. Conway, Pope, and Van Buren counties in Arkansas is now under a severe thunderstorm warning. 1-inch hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds are coming in over the next 41 minutes. The Hohenwald camera looks amazing. Yes, it does. Look at that. Hold on. Let me shimmy it up here. Boom. So this is that storm in Tennessee that we've been watching. There's still a severe thunderstorm warning for Lewis, Perry, and Wayne counties in Tennessee right now.
I'm not gonna lie, that one time when I ate that like plate and a half of collard greens, I didn't realize that they're like
Oh, shoot.
much of a natural laxative, and that was one of the best foods I've ever had in my life.
Everything's crashing and burning, y'all.
Made it back to the hotel. One time I didn't even make it to the hotel. I had to go there.
Radar's down. Oh, there we go. We're back. In Tennessee, and this is what that storm looks like. Up close and personal. Once again, that's Lewis and Perry counties in Tennessee. This is also the one that we were watching for some potential rotation in there. And look at that cloud to ground lightning. It's getting plumb wild.
Man, this is just wild. Like looking at radar, I am actually blown away at how bad this day has been.
Yeah, this is a nice shot. I'm telling you, the storms in Tennessee, every state, like our goal should be to make every state like Tennessee. We've got an incredible camera network down there thanks to Hascams and Radar Omega Cyclone port. Both of these together make Tennessee the most well-covered state. And then on top of that, like if we needed it, there's good traffic cameras in Tennessee as well. We need that level of coverage in every state because it doesn't matter where a storm is in Tennessee, we can always see it. There's never been a storm in Tennessee that we can't see from one of our cameras. So, yeah, this every green and orange dot is a camera in Tennessee. Notice how Kentucky, there's like big empty spots. Ohio, there's big empty spots. And the green cameras are better than the orange cameras. Just keep that in mind. So this is peak. This is peak.
I should be rolling up on you guys in any second here.
All right, taking a look at this storm on radar again, coming into Hohenwald. Still got some rotation right here. There's no tornado warning or anything like that, but we're keeping an eye on it for you. Just know that this storm is going to be strong as it comes in. And if it were to produce a tornado, we do have a really good view of this. So we would be able to tell you long before we saw anything on the radar, I believe. So, because we've got a really good, like legitimate view of it from the sky. We've got another severe thunderstorm warning that we're continuing to track over here in Arkansas. Corey Gherkin's right in the middle of it. This is moving over towards Hartford and Huntington, but that storm's really kind of calming down. You know, compared to the way it looked as it was going through Fort Smith, it actually looks a little bit less impressive now. So hopefully the downtrend continues there. The most impressive storm in Arkansas right now is the one that's coming through Hector and moving down towards Interstate 40 and Conway. It's rotating a little bit, but no tornado concern right now anyways. How do you see all those cameras? Various ways. HazCams specifically, you can see in the WeatherWise app for free. I spent a long time compiling all of these cameras together for my app. I don't have permission to like make my own app that you guys can access to view these cameras through. Like I only like personally have permission to like use them in this way, or else I would put out a website or something to where you guys could have all the cameras that I do. But like some of these places we pay a license for to be able to view them. Some of them are just letting us view them out of the kindness of their hearts, but only in this broadcast format. It's just years of me being like, hey, like this camera's awesome. It would help us during severe weather. Can we use it? Yeah, Cook County and Montague counties in Texas are still under a severe thunderstorm warning. We actually got a hail report, an actual golf ball size hail report coming out of Thackerville earlier. So that's our biggest hail report today. That storm looks like it's calmed down a little bit as well. This storm is coming out of Bowie, moving towards Munster. It's still packing $half size hail. And then back up here to Arkansas, the storm coming out of Hector is still packing a punch with those 60-mile-per-hour winds. But Tennessee is definitely still the nicest looking storm. And it's still rotating as it comes into Hohenwald there. Let's take a look at it up close and personal. Dang. That is plumb wild. There's a decent view of this from a distance, too, from the Waynesboro, Tennessee HazCam. But this is the best shot right now.
Yep, Google does too. Freaking 13.5 hours. Ouch. Man, I was hoping for a chase day tomorrow in freaking Mississippi or something.
Yeah, guys, I don't know. I know it's getting brighter right now.
Oh, sorry if I go quiet. I'm looking at stuff. I'm trying to figure out what happened with our site so I can... It would be cool if I could fix it because Y'allbot is ingesting like hundreds of your photos right now, and this is the perfect time to go through them. I've been saying this for about a year. But man, we need to hire a developer. I keep forgetting when I'm building all this stuff. I keep forgetting that. Like when I'm live, I can't maintain it. And then it's like when I'm live, I'm like, oh yeah, well, we definitely got to hire a developer. And it's like when we're not live anymore, it's like, why would we hire a developer? I've got all the time in the world to fix this. It's a conundrum.
West Tennessee. Well, I was kind of wondering if that'll make its appearance tomorrow.
Yeah. That's why I'm still considering going east through Arkansas, and just like staying in northeast Arkansas tonight, just in case. Because when I wake up in the morning and look and go, oh, it looks horrible, then it's really not that much further out of the way to just shoot straight up through Illinois tomorrow.
Where is the Y'allbot? Y'allbot's here. Y'allbot's said a couple of things today. We just got a new severe thunderstorm warning. Not new, but an updated severe thunderstorm warning here for Sebastian County, Arkansas, and LaFleur County, Oklahoma. We're talking about those 60-mile-per-hour winds continuing as they go into Hartford and Huntington here. You know what else I need to do? I need to fix the website back end. I also need to eat. So that's what I'm going to do. I am going to order food. So let's get a quick update from Y'allbot. Y'allbot, are you here? Yeah, what's going on in the chat, Y'allbot?
All right, Weather Wizard. Quick update from the cheap seats. There's a definite consensus of concern coming from Arkansas, with folks in Russellville saying the wind is getting pretty wild. Also, that Hohenwald cell officially has a body count. 1 light bulb, taken out by a lightning strike in a viewer's house. The rest of the chat is a mix of people